Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports here live in Jowl as your Eunice Cardinals will face off against the Magdalena Steers. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partners. I've got Rosendo here, I've got Charlie here, and right now we are testing mics. We will officially start the broadcast here in just a few minutes. We're just testing mics right now, making sure that we sound okay. We've got Evie back at the station checking sound, and so as quickly as we know that we're good to go, we'll be ready to officially kick this thing off.
Be ready to rock and roll.
Yes, sir. Test. 1, 2, 3. Good goal. It is a basketball game. Go ahead, Charlie.
Welcome, everybody. We're here testing mics and testing Rosendo's and Jimmy's and Charlie's.
Mics, testing our mics.
Oh, and the mics, too. Yeah, testing them.
That is right. So once again, we are here. We are live, and we are in Jowl, New Mexico, getting ready to get started. Once again, just trying to test mics, make sure that we sound all right before we officially get going. Every game is a new adventure as we plug into different phone services or different internet services. For whatever reason, that changes the sound. And
it's just an adventure, right?
Yeah, when you think you've got it all figured out, I'm going to put these volume levels on the board here, and then you plug into a different.
You're too low or way too high, and
you just never know. So.
And then Charlie's coughing, so it adjusts all the time.
I got a handful of cough drops and whatnot.
Yesterday, we plugged up right away. We were told we sounded good, and then I've had multiple people tell me, and I went back and listened, we sound very low. Like you could just barely hear us. I had to turn my TV up to like 50 to be able to hear my volume that I normally hear on like 15. And so it's just hard to get that sound perfect, but that's what we try to do, and that's why we just sit here and jabber for a couple of minutes as we are testing mics.
You got to work to get perfect, right?
Make sure we're going to be perfect as usual.
So getting ready to get up and running. Like I said, just waiting on the station or someone to tell us,
got to get out to the text. I haven't gotten a reply yet, so I'm just watching this cable over here before it comes unplugged.
They sent me a message earlier saying that the video looked good, but now we're transmitting some audio, and usually, just so that everyone's aware, we're about anywhere from 30 to 50 seconds behind the live feed. So sometimes it does, take a few moments before we're able to give everybody an idea. Yes, and then once we get that thumbs up, the thumb, no pun intended, or maybe a little bit.
Okay, I just got a text message. Rosendo was loud, and Jimmy's just a little. Here,
Rosendo's loud and Jimmy just a little. So I'll turn me down just a hair and you down just a hair. You're 3 or he's 3?
He's 3, I'm 2, you're 1.
Okay, so I'll turn us both. I'll bump us just a little.
Just a hair?
Yep, there we go. All right.
Thank you, Evie.
We're going to get up and get started then. So once again, good afternoon, good evening, whatever we want to say here. And, fellas, I handed you out your sheets because I was working on those.
You need them?
And those are the wrong ones. Those are for the next game.
Oh.
For those of you back home that also didn't know that the schedule changed multiple times today. And so I'm going to take those back. I'll give them back to you for the next game.
Charlie might eat it. Lose it.
Yeah, these are the girls. So you guys don't want you guys don't want the girls. Here is me. That's me. And then that'll be you guys.
And thank you very much for taking your time and getting us prepared for us there, Mr. Jimmy.
Yeah, I
between this and throwing criminals in jail, you're doing a good job.
I'm busy. I was running like a chicken with my head cut off today. And, I prepared like our girls' game. They were playing ATC, so I had already prepared all my notes and done all my research.
And we get here and ATC's girls are playing.
How are you guys?
What's trouble? How you doing?
Yeah, and when we walked in, ATC was on the floor playing the Hubs JV, and I was scratching my head going, uh-oh. And so as I looked at the second set of change schedules that was sent to me, I realized in that second set, not only did they change the time, they changed our opponent. So that threw me off. So now I've handed you guys the right sheets. We'll officially get started. Once again, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. This is James Jimmy Jones, covering a little Eunice sports here today. I've got the man we like to call the Thumb, a.k.a. Charlie Fairbrush. Welcome, Charlie.
Welcome, everybody, here for some basketball at this big Jowl Panther tournament.
And, of course, we got the man of multiple names. We call him a little bit of everything, but I think we've
heard him called a lot of
recently
different
settled in on the Ric Flair with all the woo.
All the whooping and hollering, yes, sir.
And so that is Rosendo Caballero.
Hello,
we are
ladies and
live
gentlemen.
here in Jowl.
Already got about 12 viewers now listening.
Starting to get everybody logged in, and that's just on the HobbsAmerica.com link. It doesn't show who gets on YouTube.
That's just the one we look at on the scoreboard.
Yes, sir. That's what we keep track of.
On the on the YouTube. Normally, the majority of them are on the YouTube link.
I think it's easier for some people to get on that.
Yeah, and
I know that's where my mom watches.
That's where my mom watches as well, and my family. So, yeah, I know that usually the HobbsAmerica.com, most games like basketball will average 50 viewers, and the other one will have several hundred. So, anyway, Rosendo's still a little. So, all right, I'll bump you right there. So,
I wish somebody
anyway,
called me little.
we're getting ready to
Little
get
John,
going
man.
here. Got a good day of basketball here. We've got the 7-2 Eunice Cardinals, the number 10 ranked 2A basketball team in the state, and they will be facing off against the Magdalena Steers that are 11-3, and they're number 5 in 1A. Magdalena has been an absolute powerhouse over the last probably decade. Multiple state championships. Man, they've had some teams. And just looking at their roster coming into today, I believe they had 3 guys on the roster that they had listed at 6'5".
They look tall.
They look 6'5" from here.
I will tell you that I've watched them up at the state tournament over the last decade. Of course, probably not the same kids. In fact, looking out there, I can tell you it's definitely not the same kids. But over the last several years, man, they've been fun to watch. A lot of dunks in their games. Looking at their schedule this year.
Are they 3A?
No, 1A. I believe
1A.
they're tiny.
Yes.
Okay. It's a tiny little place.
But they don't have football, correct?
Yeah, and I think that is correct. I don't believe they have football. But when it comes to basketball, these guys, they're 11-3 on the season. Mm-hmm. They've got wins over Socorro. They beat Navajo Pine, and I know nothing about Navajo Pine, but usually those native schools up in the northern New Mexico are usually all decent. Yeah. They beat them 82-8.
Wow.
They've got a win over a team that I don't recognize the initials. Then they lost a close game to Texaco in the championship game of their home tournament. Then they beat Alamo Navajo 70-20. They beat Hot Springs Truth or Consequences. They beat another Albuquerque school that it doesn't. I don't understand what that is. OGCA. I don't know who that
a bunch
is.
of initials.
OG.
Jimenez Valley. They beat them by 40. They beat Jowl by 20 plus. They lost another close game to Texaco, and then they lost a fairly competitive game to Fort Sumner. They beat Tularosa by almost 30, and Tularosa's the real deal this year. They beat Rama by 50 points, and then they beat Hobbs JV yesterday by about 10. And so that brings us to today. As we mentioned yesterday, the brackets got completely blown up yesterday. This tournament was supposed to start yesterday about midday, and as most of you are aware, a lot of snow, a lot of ice across the state of New Mexico, and so the Eunice Cardinal ladies yesterday were supposed to face off against Corona. Corona couldn't get here. There was another couple of teams that canceled. They were able to get Wink. It was either their JV or their C team. It showed Wink on the schedule, but that was either their JV or their C team. Their main kids didn't come. They were able to get them to come and fill in for one of the teams. They shuffled a bunch of people around, and yesterday they played more like a round robin. Mm-hmm. The understanding was that they were going to get some of those teams that couldn't make it yesterday that were going to go ahead and come today. But I haven't seen any of them. Maybe they're here. We haven't been here too long, but I hadn't seen any of them, and I don't see their names on the schedule. And so I know today alone they've sent me at least 2 different schedules so they've made multiple changes just today. And so what we've got is we've got Eunice versus Magdalena about to start here on the boys, and then we're going to turn around immediately afterward, and we're going to have Eunice versus Magdalena girls, which was not the game that I had prepared all my notes and my rosters for. And so just multiple changes. So bear with us. The games are also starting a little earlier than what this morning they were originally scheduled to start. They bumped them all back about 30 minutes.
Right. Huh.
And so, anyway.
The good thing about that, Jimmy, is we're going to stay in the same gym.
Yes.
It could be worse, have to take everything apart, run to the main gym. But
yeah, and if you remember last year at this same tournament, we had one game that we were handling over here. Then we grabbed everything, we ran over to the other gym, covered a game over there. Then we grabbed everything, ran out the door.
Went to Lovington.
Drove to Lovington and covered a game up there. So we covered 3 games, 3 different gyms in the matter of about 8-10 hours, whatever it was. And
that's without a police escort, right?
Oh, man.
Well, we had a judge escort. Actually,
we were definitely going.
I'll be honest, a quick story about that. Last year, we took off, and I was like, man. So I stopped and grabbed me something to go. I think I also was a burrito or something. And I got there, and Jimmy was already at the gym. And I was like, you must have stopped, or you must have not stopped. He goes, oh, yeah. Me and the wife went and stopped at a Firehouse and had a Subway sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Yeah.
So anyway, I'm not going to ask any questions about speed.
He was there when he needed to be there. That's all that matters, right?
Well, he might have had a judge escort.
I made it on time, that is for sure. We got there.
We got there on time.
Yeah, and so, definitely good times. We haven't done as many games this year, and Charlie and I talked about it last year. The Cardinals have played so far either a lot of tournament games
and road games.
I believe
or
you're right.
a lot of road games. We haven't had many home games. We haven't had many games within 100 miles.
Yeah.
Most of them have been a long ways away, or they've been games in tournaments. And as you can see with this tournament here, we're in Jowl, and we're struggling to get here on time because of all the changes.
Yes, sir.
Tournament basketball is just that way, and I have people all the time that say, man, why didn't y'all cover this or that, or why didn't y'all go cover them when they play in this tournament? Tournaments are hard because a lot of times the games in a lot of these tournaments, they'll start at 10 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And, all 3 of us have regular jobs that pay our bills, and so that's tough. And then what's even tougher is when you're driving 4, 5, 6 hours
to get
they
there.
change the game time. And you're not planning on leaving until a certain time, and then they say, oh, never mind, we're going to play 2 hours earlier. Or the opposite. You drive like heck to get there, and they say, oh, we moved that game to 8 o'clock, and you're like,
it's over.
well, they move it to the night, so now you got to sit there till 10 o'clock at night and then
get
try
home
to
at
make
1
it
o'clock
back
in the morning,
home
yeah.
and go to work in the next morning.
Yep.
So tournament basketball is tough. I know that some of the other schools in our county are able to pull that off, but most of them have people that either work for the schools or work for the station, that's what they do. And for us, it is just tough to make that happen sometimes. So anyway, they're showing 9 minutes on the clock here. The 2 teams are warming up. Magdalena out there in the white warm-ups. Eunice wearing the red shorts, black top. So it looks like Eunice will be the away team, be wearing the red uniforms. I'm assuming when Magdalena takes the warm-ups off that they'll have the white uniforms on underneath.
White with like a maroonish color, I believe.
Yep, that's Magdalena. The Magdalena Steers, and they are kind of a white and maroon, or it's a, I don't know what you call that.
How do you do a steer sound?
I think.
I don't know. That's somewhere like a bull. Do it again. That's more like a steer. Yeah,
more like
that's more like a steer.
Yeah, I don't. We get us some from somebody. Somebody out there's probably got a good one. We'll get somebody going here in a minute. I was gonna go hee-haw, but I thought no, that's more like the noise I make, or at least those people out there.
A lot of people just concurred. I got a bunch of likes on that comment there, Jimmy.
So we're here in Jowl. Should be a good game. I shout out to my Jowl folks. I know we probably got a few of you listening. We appreciate you. Yesterday we showed off my socks.
You got your socks on?
No, I didn't wear them today. I was going to wear them, but then I thought, well, maybe tomorrow we'll play Jowl. I'll wear them then. But so the last couple of years it's became like kind of a gag deal where the Lujan's here, Coach Emmy Lujan that coaches the boys basketball team, and his family, specifically his daughter, they like to get me gag gifts. And last year they got me a T-shirt that had big pictures of Emmy all over it, Coach Lujan. This year, they brought me a gift as we got here and got set up yesterday in a bag, and they were all excited. And I opened that bag, and I had a pair of socks, but instead of polka dots all over the socks,
Emmys.
it's Emmy's head all over my socks.
I
So I'm excited about those as well, and we'll maybe get to wear those here sometimes in the next few days. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow. I don't know how this bracket. Like I said, it's not a bracket, so I don't have any idea who we're playing
Kind of
tomorrow. Just looking at the
situation.
teams that are here, I would guess they'll probably match us up with like Hobbs JV tomorrow. Only because I if I were Jal and I were making the bracket, it wouldn't make a lot of sense for me if I'm Jal to play Eunice early in the season when you're about to start district play and district tournament, all that stuff.
But we've seen crazy things, boss.
Yeah, we do. And maybe the two teams want to fill each other out. I don't know. But I would guess you'll probably see Eunice versus Hobbs JV tomorrow, maybe boys and girls.
Yeah.
Another option might be Tatum. Tatum's boys are here, and maybe they mix us with somebody else on the girls' side. And so there's the Wilsons.
How are you?
Mr. Travis Wilson.
That's right. There's Rig. How's Rig doing? All right. So
Here to watch a little basketball.
Basketball.
yeah. So Regan Wilson, one of our former Eunice Lady Cardinals, a state softball runner-up, had a
Like the mayor's
legit
bringing us some
chance
food.
for a championship for sure. Got
Yes.
beat in the
Championship game.
In the
Yeah,
championship
yeah.
game, and man, I tell you, Regan was one heck of a pitcher. She also played some hoops, played for me when I was coaching, and just a heck of an athlete, great kid, and great kid.
And her younger brother is pretty awesome on the court as well. He stretched out by about 4 or 5 inches over the summer.
He had a heck of a game yesterday. Played some good minutes.
Yes, he's a young buck too.
Yeah, he's got to where he's coming off the bench, getting some good minutes, and so pretty cool deal for sure.
And he's an ace on the diamond. I'll tell you that much.
Oh yeah,
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I haven't got to watch him play much. Sure, we'll get to watch him this year for sure. So, once again, just kind of jabbering here.
That clock says 5 minutes before game time.
5:44.
Yep.
Sorry to cut you off, the Jones.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. So looks like the gym's getting a pretty good crowd. It's amazing to me to see how
Later in
many
the
people
day.
from Magdalena are here because they didn't just cruise over after
no,
work.
no.
You know, we talked about it before game time here. Magdalena's a long ways away. It's about if you were drawing an arrow, if you were drawing like a line between like Socorro, Silver City, and Truth or Consequences, it's like a triangle out southwest of Socorro, northwest of Truth or Consequences, kind of way out there in just the middle of nowhere. There's no straight line that gets you from there to here. So it's one of those trips in New Mexico that if it was a straight line, you could probably pull off in 3 or 4 hours. But for them, it's probably more like 8.
Yeah, and you think about it, most of that road is straight and not much to see to the right or to the left.
Yeah, it's definitely an interesting drive for sure. So they've driven a long ways to be here, and they've got a pretty decent following.
They might have
for
a
sure.
little bit more people than Eunice does right now.
And Eunice drove, 25 minutes, 20 minutes,
Yeah,
whatever
at least
it might
20.
be. However, I will say this, and this will offend or hurt the feelings of some of those out there that'll definitely be watching. But I had a family that I know well here in the community message me earlier and say, "Are you guys broadcasting?" And I said, "Yes, we will." And they asked for game times, and they said, "Okay, well, if you guys weren't broadcasting, we were going to drive down to Jal and watch. But if you are broadcasting,
We're going to watch it on the big
we'd
screen."
rather watch it on the big screen and stay warm."
And put it on mute or just listen to it as well? They didn't answer that question today.
They were wanting to be entertained.
Okay.
So
Okay,
so
and that's free.
So we'll provide a little entertainment. Looks like the officiating crew is a mixed crew. You've got a Hobbs member, you've got a Tatum member, and I believe that's either Hobbs or Lovington. I'm not 100% sure where Martin is from there, but anyway,
Somewhere in between, maybe.
Yeah.
He's from Knowles, right?
He's been doing it. He's been doing it a long time, as well as Mr. Wright there. He's been doing it a long time as well. And of course, you got Fernando Jimenez, originally from Tatum, And Fernando's the chief deputy of the Lee County Sheriff's Department as well. His son was a heck of a ball player for Tatum that went on to Eastern New Mexico University and played. I just ran into him about a week ago at a New Mexico Junior College game and was visiting with him. Him and another young man that they started like a business together, and they're doing a lot of coverage of like basketball. And I know they were at Baylor for one of the big basketball games over there, and they're not doing like we're doing. I think they're doing more of like a podcast and helping promote just student athletes individually. And so it's some type of company that they're doing it with. And
that's
so
pretty cool.
I wish I knew, and if anybody out there is listening knows, send it to me and tell me what it is, and I'll give him a plug. But I did run into him at the JC basketball game, and he was there. He was saying he was visiting with a couple of coaches about some deals that they're trying to help them with. And so anyway, Fernando's daughters all played for Tatum in those years where they had some really good teams.
They would go deep in the playoffs.
Yes. In fact, I think his daughters, one of them, won multiple state championships in basketball. So both teams headed for the bench. A lot of clapping, a lot of hooting and hollering, and they are getting ready to go.
Under 2 minutes left on the clock.
2-minute warning here before the game kicks off here.
Charlie might want to shout out to them sponsors.
Yeah, let's talk about the sponsors right quick.
I'll be looking at you, Charlie, all the way. Let's go now, bud. You got this.
All righty. Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BT8 Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services.
And you even said the S at the end of Debbie's. I was about to turn and give Rosendo the look, because Rosendo usually skips that S. He's just like Debbie Country Kitchen. So.
On home on a first name basis, right?
That's right.
Well, it's Debbie,
and NMR, I think he skips a couple of them letters too.
I always skip the M.
And he says it like it's a word. NMR.
Sound like peanut butter. When
That's right.
It took me forever to know him. I was always BNH to me, but I'm that old.
That's right. That's right. So anyway, getting ready to jump it off here. Both teams getting some last-minute instruction before they head out onto the court. We got about 45 seconds remaining on the clock here as both teams listening to the coaches. Coach McBee, the legendary coach over on the other side, Coach Mirabal, been involved in a lot of big basketball games. This is a good one. I mean, the Cardinals this year, 7 or 8 and 2. I believe they were 7 and 2. That's what I have here. The Magdalena Steers enter this game at 11 and 3. You've got the number 10 team in 2A, the number 5 team in 1A, ready to tip it off.
We're looking for a good game tonight, either way.
Fast pace.
For the Cardinals, all the games that we've covered, the big spark plug in this team has been number 13, Jose Calvillo. He's the center on the football team, the first baseman on the baseball team. He's a big old boy, but he can move.
Yes, for a
left-handed, got some touch, and he's rough and tough down low. We'll see what the Cardinals can put together today. Starting for Eunice, you've got Jose Calvillo, Luis Gomez, you've got Haciel, Mata, and Hyan Castro. They're going to win the tip. Magdalena is. That's number 15, Zamora. He kicks it out wide to 3, Tafoya. Tafoya cross court to Markland. Markland going to go right back to Tafoya. Tafoya looking around, trying to find somewhere to go with it.
We got a steal here.
Stolen away by Mata. Mata on the run out after the steal, and he lays it in for 2, and the Cardinals get on the board quick. Here comes Eunice into the full court pressure. Magdalena going to get it into Hirschbach. Hirschbach dribbles with the left hand. He's trying to clear everybody out.
You better get there pretty soon. That time's running out.
Working his way down the floor. He swings it over to the right side. Into the hands of Markland. Markland back to Hirschbach, and he swings it all the way over to the left side. They're working their way all the way around to the left side, into the corner, back up top, and now right back into the corner and pulling for 3. The 3 is up from Zamora. It's no good. Rebounded and pushed up the other way by Hyan Castro. A 3 is up. It's no good. Rebounded by the big man Zamora back on the other end, and here come the Steers.
There you go. I like the Steers there.
All the way over into the right corner. Hyan Castro out there putting some pressure. They try to throw it into the middle, and it's stolen away by Haciel. And here
Go,
comes
Gomez.
Eunice back the other way. Gomez on the right wing, drops it down low to Jose Calvillo. A little spin move from
Walk.
Gomez. He kind of drugged the pivot, and they're going to call him for the turnover. That'll be the first turnover for the Eunice Cardinals.
I noticed his knees taped up. Is it kind of sore right now?
He went down a couple of games ago where they were playing, I believe, up in Mescalero, and he set out most of that game, and I saw him taping him up then, and yesterday it was all taped up.
Okay.
So here comes Magdalena trying to break the full court pressure. Eunice is going to steal it away. That's Jaciel with his second steal of the game. He's got a run-out layup, and he lays it in for two, and the Cardinals lead 4-0. Right now the pressure's kind of getting to Magdalena, but it is way early. We saw the same thing happen yesterday with Nemi.
Oh, it's backcourt. No.
Trying to get across. They've got to get all 3 points across, so he's good. 15 is Zamora, and he kicks it over the top. Backing it up is Hirschbach. Swinging it out to the left side is Markland. Back up to Hirschbach. He's going to kick it all the way over to Tafoya, and then back to him, and here it comes back around the key. Swinging it around the outside, and now looking down low, they're going to drop it into Zamora. Zamora kicks it up high for Hirschbach, and they're going to go back to the other side. A long three is up, and he holds the hand up in the air to let them know that Jacob Markland has got
in the
three
building,
on the
right?
board. 5:30 to go here in the first. Eunice brings it across the timeline with Hyan Castro. Hyan Castro swings it over to Mata. Mata back to Castro. Looking through, they swing it cross court to Gomez. Up top to Mata. Mata pulls for three. His three's no good, and it's rebounded by Stuttville. That's a tough name to pronounce. Coming this way is the Steers. They swing it over all the way into the corner. Reverse pivots. He's trapped in the corner. Picks up his dribble.
Hands all over him.
Drops it right down inside, and then a swing all the way out, and they're going to call a touch foul somewhere on the floor in the middle.
Yeah. We'll be on number
13. They
Jose
call
Calvillo?
Jose Calvillo.
Looked like it was.
So they call Jose Calvillo for his first. Magdalena inbounds it under their own basket. They kick it all the way outside.
Oh, man.
Three is up. It's no good. Rebounded by Mata. And here come the Cardinals. Mata's three is blocked. And coming the other way is the Steers again. Crossing over between the legs. Kicks it over to the right side. That's Tafoya. Back up to Hirschbach. Hirschbach with it. Backs it out to the timeline and drops it across to the left side. They swing it back over to the right. Up to the top of the key is Hirschbach. He throws it down low, and the big man out here, number 2-3, he's a lefty, but he likes to shoot it. It's Markland. He may be a marksman. We may have to call him marksman instead of Markland, and we're going to have a timeout on the floor with 4:58 to go in the first quarter. Eunice 4, Magdalena 3. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors real quick. Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, and Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Record, and Badger Hydrovac. Our proud sponsor of today's game and the whole tournament.
Yeah, so we appreciate those sponsors. For those of you not from here that are at home or wherever you might be tuning in, listening down here in this southeastern part of the state, we've got a great gig with No Mark Broadcasting where we broadcast all our games free and live where everyone anywhere in the world can tune in and watch. So we appreciate those sponsors making that free, making it happening. So Magdalena inbounds it to Hirschbach. He swings it over to Tafoya on the right side. Tafoya backs it out, dribbles it over to the left, gives it to the marksman Markland. All the way down to Hirschbach on the left side into the corner, and a long three is up by the big man Zamora.
Those big guys can come out and shoot, can't they?
6'5", and he just shot a jumper from the left corner that sinks in, and it's 6'4" Magdalena. Eunice back with it the other way. Hyan Castro over to Jaciel. Jaciel throws it down the line, and it gets deflected out of bounds. Going to be last touched by Magdalena, be Eunice ball.
You see how the Steers are playing defense here? They're fronting Jose Calvillo. That way they can't feed him the ball.
Yep. Yeah, trying to prevent that high post entry, which is kind of the way Eunice works its offense. Mata with it over on the left wing, gets tripped up, was able to get it to Jaciel. Gomez over to Castro. Castro
nice
with a step back. He throws up a shot, it won't go. It's rebounded down low by the big man, Stuttville. And here comes the Steers. They drop it down low to the Marksman.
Lefty versus lefty, and he
throws
got it in
up a
there.
three, and it goes in. Jacob Markland gets his first 2 of the game, and we've got another timeout on the floor with 4:01 to go in the first. Magdalena 8, Eunice 4.
Talk about these sponsors right quick. Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline, LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services.
As a reminder, today we had the funeral services for our coach, Coach Mitchell, who was lost in a tragic car accident. Our thoughts and prayers continue with him and his family.
Yes, sir.
And, I know it's been
A
kind
life
of
taken way too soon,
a
for
definite
sure.
somber day
Yes.
here for the student athletes and people of Eunice. So thoughts and prayers with them. 4:01 to go in the first. 8-4 is the score. Eunice trailing Magdalena. Eunice able to get the ball in. Magdalena now
Showing
in the
a little
full court
press
pressure of
Little
their
press.
own. Trying to trap. They throw it down the floor to Gomez. Gomez gets it to Calvillo. Calvillo runs
charge.
the middle, and he banks it off the glass, puts it in. The whistle comes. Everybody on the Eunice side was thinking an and one, but they call the charge on Calvillo, and that is his second
foul. Yes, sir.
foul already in the first portion of this first quarter. That's a rough call. Appreciate John and Becky Dietrich watching. They always are, and we appreciate you guys very much. Magdalena with the ball. It's Harshbach, I think is how you say
Oh,
that.
that backside.
They throw it down low, and then it gets turned over, and here comes Eunice back across the timeline. Calvillo with it out near the top of the key. One-hand bounce pass over to Jaime Castro, and Castro pulls for three, and he sinks it in. 3:27 to go here in quarter number one. Eunice now back within one. It's 8-7. Here comes Magdalena across the timeline. They throw it down low, and going up hard for two.
I thought he was going to dunk it for a
Stuttville.
second, man.
I kind of did too. And here comes Eunice. 3:10 to go here in the first quarter. Magdalena now up by 3, 10-7. They get it into the middle to Gomez. Gomez cross court to Hasiel. Hasiel back up top to Hyan, yeah.
Yes.
And now Mata's got it. He's going to back it out and reset. Coach McBee calling a new play. Swings it across to the left wing. Gomez with it, but the ball over his head, drops it into Calvillo, and Calvillo throws up a shot, rattles around, won't go in. High rebound by Joseph Zamora of Magdalena, and here come the Steers back the other way. Wasting no time, they swing it over here to the left side to the marksman. He throws it up top to Harshbach. Harshbach throws it right side to Tafoya, all the way into the corner to Zamora. Zamora tried to throw it off the legs as he was falling out of bounds.
Falling out of bounds there.
And stolen away by the Cardinals. Gomez going to run through the paint, throws up a running one-hander, and it goes in. Luis Gomez with his first bucket. 2:15 to go here in quarter number one.
All that
10-9
contact
is
up
the
there.
score. A lot of contact. Took a while. They do make a call
foul
finally.
on
And I
number
believe
2.
that'll be the first foul on Hasiel.
I believe you're right, sir.
Multiple subs coming in for both teams. 2:11 to go in the first. 10-9 is your score. It'll be Magdalena ball, and Eunice has dropped back into a 2-3 zone, which is something you don't see very often. Magdalena trying to work it around out here near the half-court line.
Oh, I
and that's
walked.
a travel, and that's going to be a turnover. That's the 5th turnover in the quarter for Magdalena.
A lot of them are forced by our defense, by the Eunice Cardinals.
I concur. Eunice throws it into Hyan Castro. He's going to bring it up, running the point guard position. Throws it over into the right corner to Gomez.
Gomez for three, and his
Gomez
money.
will pull for three.
Money.
And Luis Gomez for three off the Castro assist.
And that gives Eunice a lead with that three from Gomez.
10-12 is your score with 1:40 on the clock. They've got him trapped in the corner, trying to push his way through, and they're going to call a jump ball.
And we'll
and
get
the
the ball.
arrow is going to go to the Cardinals, so it's going to be Eunice basketball. Another turnover by the Steers.
And that's what you want from our defense. How you doing, sir?
1:37 on the clock, 10-12 is the score. Hyan Castro brings it across the timeline. Looking across, trying to figure out where to go with it. He gets it over to Gomez. Gomez on
nice
the right
pass.
wing, throws it back to Castro. Castro with a pump fake. He's going to pull it out. Kicks it over to Hasiel near the top of the key. Hasiel with it, swings it to Gomez on the left wing. Gomez runs through the middle, kicks it back to Hussey in the corner. He
Step
steps
back three.
behind the three.
Oh.
Behind it, rattles around, it won't go in. Bodies go to the floor, but out comes a steer with it, and it sounded like a stampede as they came the other direction. 1:05 to go in the first. Little pump fake. Kicking it up
Zamora,
top
deep
is
three.
Zamora. His three won't go. High rebound. Ends up in the hands of Hyan Castro. Almost thrown away. And here comes the Cardinals after
a close no call there.
Scrambling for sure. 49 seconds to go in the first quarter. 10-12 is the score. Eunice in the lead by 2. We've got a game here. Luis Gomez with it. Over here in the right corner, he's going to back it out. He's guarded by the youngster, number 2-4, Kai Stevens. Another one of those 6'5 bodies. As we mentioned, there's 3 6'5ers on this roster for Magdalena. Running through the middle is Hasiel. He kicks it out. Gomez
Deep
for
three.
three. His three rattles in and out, falls away, and it's rebounded by Harshback. And here comes the Steers. A little runner through the paint. The shot is up, and it is good. That's number 13, Shane Montoya.
And that ties the game here in the first quarter, boys.
5 seconds to go. Throwing it all the way down the floor, and they're going to throw it away. As Hyan Castro was trying to throw a one-hand full court pass to Gomez. It goes off Gomez's fingertips, and those are some long fingers. And so Magdalena going to have one last shot with under 3 seconds to go. They're going to run. They chunk up a shot at the buzzer. It won't go. And so at the end of one, your score, Eunice 12, Magdalena 12. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, and Big Remy Pizza, Eunice Record, and Badger Hydrovac, our proud sponsor of today's basketball game, girls and boys games today.
Yep. And a reminder, as soon as this game's over, we will have the girls. It has changed multiple times. They were supposed to play ATC after this game. It is now changed. They will play Magdalena as well. So both the boys and girls will face off against Magdalena. The boys now, the girls right after this game.
A beautiful job by the Eunice defense there, forcing turnovers for the Steers there.
Yeah, both teams, had quite a few turnovers there in that first quarter. Eunice with 5, Magdalena with 6.
They beat us with those turnovers.
I say we got a couple of evenly matched teams out here on the floor.
Jacob Markland has 5 points for Magdalena to lead them. And over on the other side, you've got Luis Gomez with 5 to lead the Cardinals. So it's going to be Magdalena ball coming out of this start of the second quarter. And Magdalena going to throw it in. That's Aiden Hirschbach. He's going to dribble across the timeline, kicks it over to the marksman. The marksman has it. He flips it out to Tafoya. Tafoya drops it in, and then they kick it to the marksman, who pulls for 3. Wow. And as I mentioned, the marksman, he knocks it down. That's 8 points for Jacob Markland. Markland is the marksman. That's what I started calling him. 7:37 to go here in the first half.
Well, he's earned that title today.
And they're going to call Mata for the turnover.
And we don't need to start that way here in the second quarter, boss. Got to keep that to a minimum.
15-12. Magdalena with the lead. And they're going to throw it in here to start the clock. Under 7:30. Marksman with it out here on the left side. Kicks it back up top to Tafoya.
Yeah, backside.
Tafoya drops it into the high post to Stuteville. Back to Tafoya. Back to Stuteville. Stuteville looking around, puts the ball above his head, and because he's 6'5", ain't nobody can touch it when he puts it up there. Maybe Gomez, but he's down under our basket. Here comes Tafoya through the middle, throws up a floater. That's not Tafoya, that's Aiden Hirschbach, number 2, and that's his first bucket of the game. Magdalena now leads by 5. It's 17-12. With under 7:11 to go here, it's time for a big gulp.
Big gulp.
Mata with it on the left side. Throws it over to Hyan Castro. Hyan Castro steps into a 3, and Hyan Castro makes his second 3 of the game. He's now got 6 points. 6:44 to go in the first half. It's a 2-point game. Eunice trails by 2. Almost a turnover.
And they did
the turnover as Wilson
comes in and steals that ball.
Comes in for the steal, running down the court.
Another offensive foul there. Called on the Eunice Cardinals.
Didn't look like he had to stop. Set.
Had his feet set.
Well, they call the foul there on Hasiel, and that is his second here early in this ball game. Eunice in the full court pressure. Looks like they're running kind of a 2-2-1 full court press here. Magdalena going to get it in. They're going to push it up the middle, drop it over to the right side. Now they're going to try to dribble through the trap. They push it all the way down to that right corner.
Oh, so his backside over here.
Back up top all the way to Zamora. Zamora swings it to Harshback. And then a runner, and he's going to drag his feet. That was number 13, Shane Montoya, as he drug his feet. That's turnover number 8 for the Steers, and Magdalena has now got out of the full court pressure, and they're going to sink back into a half-court defense. Looks like they're going to get a man defense.
Get a man.
Get a man.
Yes, that's what it appears like.
6:10 to go here in the first half. 15-17 is your score. Eunice trails Magdalena by 2. Gomez with it over on the right side, tries to drop it into Wilson, and coming from behind Wilson was Jeffrey Stoutville, and Stoutville, according to the official, got a hold of Wilson's wrist and was trying to hold hands with him. Wilson didn't want any of that action, and so the ref said, you can't do that. He called the foul. That's the first foul on Jeffrey Stoutville. Hyan Castro throws it up top to Hasiel. Hasiel dribbles with the left hand, headed over toward the top of the key, goes between the legs over to Gomez. Gomez way out there on the left wing. Here comes the screen from Wilson. Wilson rolling through the paint. They give him the ball at the high post. He gets it up top.
Hyan is feeling it today, boys and girls.
Hyan Castro buries another long-range 3 off the Wilson assist. That's 9 points for Hyan Castro, and Eunice takes the lead, 18-17. Magdalena going to run down the middle. A shot is up. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. Who's going to get it? It's on the floor.
The Steers came out with
Magdalena comes away with it. Magdalena still has it up near the top of the key. Into the corner to Zamora.
It's off.
Zamora's long 3. It's up. It's no good. Luis Gomez with the rebound. And here come the Cardinals back the other way. 5:10 to go here in the first half. Over to the hands of Gomez. He's going to swing it over to Hasiel on the left side. Hasiel comes off the dribble, thought about the 3, almost throws it away. Mata comes away with it and then runs down the middle, throws up a shot that won't go. Rebounded by Harshback, and here come the Steers down the middle. They throw an alley-oop through the paint.
He misses it.
Won't go. Mata comes away with the rebound, his second of the ball game. And here come the Cardinals. 17-18 still your score. Mata with it, thought about the 3, faked it, then shot it. His 3 is up, it's no good. Rebounded by Aiden Harshback for Magdalena, and here come the Steers again. The marksman with it over on the right side. Swings it up top to Harshback. He gets it into the hands of Montoya, who surveys the defense, and then gets it to the marksman again over on the right. Marksman dribbles through, drops it right into the high post to a cutting Magdalena Steer, whose shot from the free throw line is up and is no good. That was Harshback. And coming away with it was Gomez for his second board. Mata now over in the right corner. He's just going to pull it up and reset it, looks like. He gets it to Hyan Castro at the top of the key. Hyan comes off the pick from Wilson. And then Hasiel now has it, tries to throw it across through the paint, gets deflected around. Mata gets it back. Hyan runs, throws up a floater. It goes off the rim, won't go. Wilson went up high for that, almost tipped it to himself. And then coming away with it is Aiden Harshback, his 5th rebound of the ball game. Magdalena with it, and they kick it all the way around. The marksman for 3, he misses that one. Battle for the rebound. They're trying to get to it, and Magdalena does. Here comes the marksman, dribbling it through. They get it to the top of the key to Zamora. Zamora in the left corner. His shot is up. It's no good. Hyan Castro with the rebound, and here come the Cardinals. Eunice and Castro come across the timeline. He dribbles over to the right side. Wilson trying to work the little pick and roll action with him. He comes through the middle, bounce pass to Mata. Mata runs up, steps on the Panther
nice screen there by Wilson.
Runs over to the right side, and they're going to call him for the pick.
He did a good job of setting it the first time, but he kept running, blocking the player. He came with the player.
So you've got the official down on the baseline. You got 2 up here where the action was happening. None of them called it, but the one coming from the opposite part of the court comes running in. And
he gets a better view from down there, I guess.
I guess.
Yeah, something.
I thought it was an iffy call. Even the other officials' eyes got big for just a second. 2:55 to go here in the first half.
And we don't miss
one cleaned his glasses, right? Is that what you're trying to say?
Both of them. Both those other 2.
I think one of them tried to hand him some glasses.
Shut up. Zamora with
a turnaround jumper. A shot is up. It's no good. It's going to be batted out of bounds, and it's going to be Eunice Cardinal basketball with 2:39 to go in the second. multiple big men coming onto the floor. Now you got all three of the 6'5"ers on the floor at the same time for the Steers. 2:35 to go in the second.
Just run between their legs, boys.
Here comes Hasiel. He almost had it taken away, and
And he
then
throws
was
it
able
away.
to throw it out. So that's 8 turnovers for the Cardinals. There's 8 turnovers for each team, both of them with 8 turnovers here early in this game.
That reflects the score, too.
Yes, 17-18 is the score. The Cardinals lead by 1. Magdalena with it out on the right wing. Cuts through, throws it over the corner, almost stolen away by Hyen, and he steps out of bounds, so it'll be Magdalena ball right in front of the Cardinal bench. As we mentioned, Eunice in the red away jerseys, Magdalena in the white with the maroon trim. Crossing over between his legs is Harshback. He swings it up top to Montoya. Montoya all the way down into the corner, and coming back up out of there is Zamora. Zamora swings it up top to Montoya, almost knocked away, or was knocked away by Mata, but it's going to find its way out of bounds, and it'll be Magdalena ball.
See, Eunice doing a beautiful job on their defense, man. The 3-2 zone is working great in their favor right now in this quarter.
Coming in right now is Jesse Ornales. Taking a seat was Hasiel. And so now Ornales in the game, getting him some minutes here. 2:03 to go here in the first half. Still a 1-point game. Eunice with a 1-point lead. Harshback with it up near the top of the key. Flips it over to Tafoya. Tafoya cross court to Zamora. Zamora back into the hands of Harshback, who kicks it all the way back up, and it looks like they're going to reset it now. He's at the top of the key, kicks it over to the right wing. Dribbling back up and out and across, and then they're going to get it to Big Joseph Zamora up near the timeline, trying to reset them. Now the ball goes out to the right wing again, cutting through the middle, a little
Back to
give and go
Zamora.
action. A shot is up, it rattles around, it won't go. Into the hands of Luis Gomez for his 3rd rebound of the ball game. 1:21 to go here in this half. 1-point game, Luis Gomez with it, and a 1-point lead. He looked down low, thought about it. Now he goes down in there to him.
A little
he
mismatch
gets it
there.
to Calvillo. Calvillo with a little spin, fade away. A shot is up, it's no good. Joseph Zamora with his 4th rebound for the Steers, and here he comes. He's going to run down the middle.
Oh,
Batted
beautiful job
away
by Mata jumping in the passing zone.
Yeah, Mato did a really good job of chasing from behind and then jumping into that passing lane, deflecting the ball. It's going to be Magdalena ball on the baseline under their own
Watch the
basket.
tip.
Minute left.
Looking for somebody to get it to, and
Good job by Gomez
went
going
up
up there.
high and took it away from the 6'5" as they were trying to lob it into the center. Gomez said, "Hey, I'm a
6'5" myself, too.
Yeah, I'm a state high jump guy and a hurdler, and I can get up there too." And there's a fade away by Maddox Mata.
For another 3.
His 4th point. I think they gave
that
him
was a 2.
2.
Yeah, it was a 2
40
point.
seconds to go here in the first half. Zamora with it on the right side, drops it down in the corner, trying to get it to the post. Almost thrown away, and they swing it cross
That's
court. A
off.
3 is up, it's no good. A rebound and a putback by the big man, trying to see that number. That's 11. That is Stuteville. That's his 3rd rebound and 4th points of the game. Now 19 seconds to go in the first half. Eunice with a 1-point lead. Gomez with it near the timeline, comes off the pick of Calvillo, gives it to Hyan Castro. Over to
Mata
Mata.
feeling
Mata
good.
going to shoot the 3, and he sinks it. Maddox Mata for 3. He's got 7 now, and here comes Magdalena back the other way. They throw up a half-court buzzer beater. It won't go. And as we head into the half, your score, Eunice 23, Magdalena 19. The Cardinals have came to play.
Yeah, they have, and their defense is showing right now in this first half of the basketball game. So
I will tell you, this is a quality Magdalena basketball team,
Yep.
and the Cardinals came out here and
evenly
held their own for
matched.
sure. Going into the half with a 4-point lead. Leading scorers, it looks like here for the Cardinals, Hyan Castro with 9. You've got Maddox Mata with 7, Hasiel with 2, Luis Gomez with 5. Over on the other side, you've got, looks like the marksman, Jacob Markland. He's got 8 points. Joseph Zamora with 3, Jeffrey Stuteville with 4, and Aiden Hirschbach with 2. So anyway, your first half comes to an end. Scores 19-23. Eunice leads Magdalena. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports. You want to give a quick shout out to them sponsors, and then we'll
Shout out.
listen to some sponsors talk.
Start here with Parker Energy Service, Brett and Penny Parker, BTH Services and Rental, Chad Howler. Eunice Pumping Supply, Becky Nogemeyer, Brandon Matthews and crew. Eunice Health Clinic, Brian, Candida, Elmo Romero, Aaron Pascal in the game. Eunice Public Schools, Bruce Hatch, Rosendo, Matt Coy, Anthony Pender, Mrs. Hahn, Senator David Gallegos, and the staff. City of Eunice, Mr. Mayor Billy Hobbs. Debbie's Country Kitchen, Miss Debbie herself. Cardinal Hardware, Davis and Myers family. Lavelle Insurance, Randy Hobbs. Redbird Garage, Josh and Erica Jones, and we did discover yesterday that yes, they are still hiring, kind of still looking for somebody. So if you're looking for a job or an oil change, NMR Pipeline LLC, the Bettis family, Stacy Pop, Redbird Gas, Mr. Bart Parker, Guns Up Services, Ben and Nina Thompson family, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Johnny Robertson, Eunice Wrecker, John Dean, and the boss of that group, Maureen Davis. And then Badger Hydrovac, Mr. Shane Williams. That's our sponsors.
You mentioned Bigger Than Me's Pizza. I went there and had my lunch buffet today. I can walk from my office, so I walked over there and had the buffet. It was great. I tell you, they did a really good job. And a shout-out to Johnny. You know, I know sometimes it's tough, especially running a small business, a restaurant in towns. You get some people that are unhappy. You get some complaining about different situations. And I get it. I mean, you pay good money. You want service.
Right.
But I will tell you, the one thing that I appreciate about Johnny, number one, he always gives back, always does things, always trying to help the community. This winter holiday, Ovi came into town. And I stayed completely out of it, didn't talk to anybody. Ovi went up there and visited with them on his own, and they hired him to be up there during the holiday to where he could make a little extra money.
Nice.
And was up there working at both Outlaw and Big Cheese all throughout the break so that he'd go back to college with a little money in his
cash
pocket.
in his pocket.
And,
Sure.
and to top that off, what we didn't anticipate is while Ovi was up here from college, all of his roommates were gone from their home down in Waco. Somebody broke in and they stole everything. They stole his shoes. They stole his clothes.
Wow.
They stole,
I think I've
laptops,
seen that on
computers.
Facebook.
They stole his drone. He had went through that class that Mr.
Oh, you gotta have a
Frazier used
pilot,
to
yeah.
do to get his licensure while he was in high school. He had bought a really nice drone. He would take all kinds of cool videos and pictures with it. They stole his drone. They stole his birth certificate and Social Security card. I mean, they took everything. His TVs. He had bought a PlayStation 5
Man,
this
they
summer.
spent some time there.
Oh, man.
And
they
then
didn't
nobody
just
was there,
get
yeah.
his. They got everybody. They got all of his room. They cleaned their house out and then tore the place up.
Wow.
Kicked doors off the hinges on the inside, things like that. And, they did about 5 houses within about a block of him.
Wow.
All over the holiday, because most of those are all college kids that came home for the holiday, and they were able to get some sort of camera footage that showed, because the lights were all off.
Found
They
the
showed
guy.
the lights coming on when they got there. It looks like it was like 3 o'clock in the morning on Christmas Day. They knew all those kids would be home for Christmas, and they got in there and got him. So the reason I say all that is because, I work for the government. My wife works for the school. We're not rich folks, and anybody that knows anything about Baylor, it costs a lot of dang money.
Pretty penny.
And we ain't in state tuition or any of that kind of stuff. And so we struggle just to be able to make that happen. And so we appreciate people like Johnny that, allow Ovi to go up there
They'll
and
help
work
him out.
and have a job. And so, that just means a lot. And that's that small town stuff. So thank you, Johnny.
Somebody that'll do that on Christmas morning.
Oh, man.
I mean, there's some cruel people out
Some
there.
evil people, brother.
I thought about getting in my, my equalizer outfit like Denzel Washington.
It don't fit you no more. It don't fit you
And,
no
That
more.
Desert Eagle and head that way.
10 years
You
ago,
said Desert Eagle,
I'd have
this
probably
guy.
been walking over there around in the dark in my dark clothes looking for somebody. But
Yeah, you ever seen that? What was that movie?
Oh.
Charles Bronson.
was that Death Wish?
Death
You're
Wish.
dating
Death
yourself,
Wish.
guys. Y'all are dating yourself. Just stop.
So, hey, we're going to take a
The
quick
original
break.
Death Wish, right?
The original.
We'll be back here in just a few moments. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service and pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Do you go back and forth about a good place to eat? Well, Outlaw Grill has you covered. Outlaw Grill guarantees to hit the spot every single time. If you want a good mouth-watering burger or a steak, they have it. Seafood or pasta, Outlaw has it. And don't forget to check out Bigadame's Pizzeria just down the street for the best pizza. Place your order today. Outlaw Grill and Bigadame's Pizzeria.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy support services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice.
Redbird LP Gas Company in Eunice reminds drivers that summertime is coming to a close and the back-to-school season is upon us. So let's drive carefully where children are present because they may not be watching out for you. That's from Redbird LP Gas Company of Eunice, a name you can trust and depend on. Redbird LP Gas Company and the Parker family ask you to watch out for our children this back-to-school season. That's Redbird LP Gas Company. Call Bart at 575-394-2946. Again, call 575-394-2946.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports here live in Jal in the Panther Invitational as your Cardinals lead Magdalena at the half, 23-19. Eunice will have the ball to start this second half, and Magdalena now in what looks like some full-court man pressure defense. They're out pressuring, and so Eunice throws the ball in, Hyan Castro with it. He's going to bring it across the timeline, kicks it over to Mata. Mata with it out on the left wing. A little jab and go step move. Almost stolen away. Knocked into the backcourt. They do get it to Hasiel. Hasiel over into the corner. A shot is up. It's Hyan Castro. It's no good. And Calvillo with a big rebound and him on his putback. He's going to go to the line because he gets fouled.
Yeah.
Actually, that's the first time a Cardinal goes to the line here the whole game, I believe.
And
Maybe the first time
Calvillo,
anybody went.
as we mentioned in the first half, Calvillo usually the leading scorer for this Cardinal team, and that is his first bucket right there.
Oh, that's his first bucket of the game?
I think this is the first person in this game to go to the line.
That is not only his first bucket, it's his first rebound and first bucket of the game. So he makes the first, he'll step to the line, and he swishes the second through. The Cardinals now lead by 6.
And they have full court pressure on them.
Yep, here comes the full court pressure from the Cardinals. Magdalena trying to redirect their press breaker, and they're going to throw it toward the out-of-bounds line. They do throw it out of bounds. Gomez going to come away with the steal, and Eunice now has the basketball with a chance to score
and
here.
a deep three from
Mata is
Mata.
up, it won't go. Rebounded by Hirschbach. Here comes Magdalena back the other way. I thought he walked, but no call there. Battling for the rebound, the putback by Stuteville. He gets the rebound and the putback for 2. Magdalena now in the full court pressure, man-to-man defense. Get a man. Under 7:11 to go. It's time for a big gulp or a Slurpee. 21-25 is your score. Mata trying to get it across. He does. He gets it to Hand Castro. Castro is trapped now, trying to get it over to Calvillo. He does. Calvillo going to run through the paint, throws up a floater. It gets blocked. Battle for the rebound, and they're going to call a jump ball. Good call, Martin.
There's going to be a steer ball there. I laughed too, Jimmy. I laughed too after that. You're like, okay. To each his own. I'm trying to set professional here.
I try to call a steer or a cardinal a cardinal. It looked like our guy had a hold of the guy by the arm.
He's trying to wrestle that steer down. That's what he's trying to do.
But they call the jump ball. So Magdalena with it, trying to get it across the timeline. Bounce pass. It ends up all the way down in the hands of Stuteville. Stuteville with it out on the right side. That's Zamora. Gives it back to Stuteville. Little give and go action. Going to rotate.
That's a little walk.
And he rotated the foot as he slid through and takes too many steps. That's the third turnover of this quarter for Magdalena. So the Eunice defense has given Magdalena problems, no doubt. Gomez now with it. He's guarded closely by the marksman, Jacob Markland. He leads the Magdalena team in scoring so far with 8 points.
Oh, wide open underneath. Good job by Mata.
With the reverse off the glass on the alley-oop. Maddox Mata, where you been all my life?
He's just floating in the air doing that, huh?
Floating across there.
Got to be them shoes.
If the only thing would have made that any better if it had been a dunk.
Oh, boy.
Man, that was nice. And
let's turn over by Mata.
Calvillo going to steal it away. And here come the Cardinals back the other way with a 6-point lead. Gomez gets it up top to Castro. Castro to Calvillo. Calvillo with the crossover. Spins through the middle, goes through. And I thought he was going to get the and one. They're going to call the block, and he's going to go to the line. Yeah. And Calvillo said, I got to figure out a way to help the team this half.
Going up there, spinning, doing everything he can.
He stepped back, crossed over, went to the right hand through the paint, and then reverse pivot on the spin.
He did all his moves tonight,
huh? Lay it in with the left hand.
He threw everything he ate in the kitchen sink at him.
5:45 to go here in the third. The Cardinals lead Magdalena 27-21.
Oh,
Calvillo's shot is
short.
up, and it is no good. Just as I was getting excited for him, he banks the first free throw right off the rim, and no good. He'll go to the line for another. Steps in there ready. His second shot is up, and it's no good, but it's going to be rebounded by Hasiel. Hasiel gets it up top. A shot is up by Hand Castro. It won't go. Big high rebound by the Stuteville. Now they're going to set it up with Hirschbach near the timeline. He kicks it over to the marksman. He drops it into Stuteville. Stuteville going to run to the paint, a little double clutch. Pumps it in, off the glass, and in for 2.
Eunice gave him too much space there.
And now we got a 4-point game, and Coach McBee wants to talk about it as they don't want to let Magdalena get on a run with 5:18 to go in the third. Your score, Eunice 27, Magdalena 23. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, MMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Record, and Badger Hydrovac.
Yeah, just, following up. I know some of you may just be tuning in, but this is a solid basketball program that the Cardinals are playing here today. I know it's not somebody that we see regularly, as they're about as far away from here as you can get, but Magdalena has got a
real
basketball powerhouse, has had
yeah.
for years. And this team this year may not be quite at the level of some of the ones that they've had over the last decade, but they're still very good. And the Cardinals are up here midway through the third, 27-23.
And don't take credit away from the Cardinals. They're doing a beautiful job on the defensive side.
Playing that
Gomez brings it all the way up the floor,
Rebound.
double pumps, kicks it back out on the rebound from Calvillo. A shot
Maddox
is
for
up.
three, all the way on the corner.
Mata buries the three, and Mata now has 10 points. No, maybe 12. He's got 12 points
And
to
that one
lead
got
all
steal.
scorers. 4:50 to go here in the third. 23-30, Eunice up by 7. Magdalena with it. That is Montoya out there with a lot of pressure from Hasiel. The
He's all up on him,
now
Laney.
with it. Hirschback back to the marksman. They drop it into Stuteville, and now swinging it back all the way down into the corner, stolen away by Hyan Castro, and Castro going to push it up the floor.
Nice little hezzy.
Slow and go, and then throws it cross court, and we get it into the hands of Gomez, who's going to pull for three. Luis Gomez for three, and the Cardinals are cooking with oil here.
Boy, they're flying high right
14 to
now.
go in the third. It's a 10-point game, 23-33. Magdalena with it near the top of the key. They swing it out to the left side, into the high post, back out to Hirschback. He tries to float it down low, and he gets it to Stuteville, but not before he gets pushed out into the corner. They get it inside to the marksman. He's going to throw up a floater. It won't
Zamora
go.
goes up and gets it, but he's fouled.
15 is Joseph Zamora. His rebound and then put back. Won't go, but he gets fouled. He'll go to the line.
Yeah, they got that on.
3:49 to go in the third, 23-33. And Jose Calvillo, is that who they called it on?
No, they call it number 2 on Maddox.
Oh, they did. Wow.
So Maddox Mata, that'll be his first. That's
Okay,
a
well, that's
big
a good
call
thing.
for the Cardinals, as if that had went on Calvillo,
Yeah, I know.
that
He's-
would have been his third.
Yeah. Good call. Good call.
So sinking that first free throw is Joseph Zamora. He's now got 4 points. So once again, 3:49 to go in the third. Eunice leads by 9, 24-33 over Magdalena. Stepping back to the line is Joseph Zamora. Young man's got 4 points here today, and he makes it 5.
And we got Cooper in for the Eunice Cardinals.
The Coop dog, Cooper Pearson. Eunice trying to get it in. They do get it into Gomez. Gomez now with it. He's guarded closely by number 24. That's Kai Stevens, one of the 6'5ers. Gomez easily gets it down the floor, drops it over to Coop Dog in the corner. Coop Dog tries to reverse pivot, put it on the floor, has it knocked away by Big Zamora, but it'll be Cardinal ball. So Eunice to inbound it right in front of their own bench. The Coop Dog, Cooper Pearson. He's going to throw it in, looking around, trying to figure out who he's going to give it to. He gives it to the big man, Jose Calvillo. Calvillo surveys the floor.
Steps back for a 3.
Tries to shoot the fadeaway 3, has it blocked. And here comes back the other way Magdalena. That's Joseph Zamora who drops it in for 2. And now he's got 7.
Oh, I'm looking for a steal, but Coop Dog came in with the ball there.
Coop Dog keeps it for the Cardinals, trying to get it over to Gomez. Gomez going to try to lob it down low.
That's a forced turnover for no reason.
Turnover by the Cardinals.
Zamora's bringing it up here towards the middle.
He's going to run through the
Ooh,
middle.
coast to
double
coast.
clutch off the glass, and he puts 2 more on the board. And now we got a 4-point game where we had a 10-point game just seconds ago. Under 3 minutes to go here in the third.
Don't rush it, boys.
Gomez crosses over between the legs, heads to the right side. Now he's going to get it to Calvillo. Calvillo's going to run down the middle, double clutches, throws one up off the glass. It won't go. Rebounded by Kai Stevens. And here comes Magdalena back the other way.
Man, talk about
now
pushing.
We're going to have a push there on Gomez.
It was on
Was it Gomez?
No, it's number 10 for Eunice.
They're going to call it on Castro?
Castro. It's actually a good foul because he's down there by himself with those big trees.
Yes.
Also stops the game for them. Slow down the momentum here. The score being 33-29 in favor of the Eunice Cardinals.
So Magdalena going to throw it in. They get it over into Zamora on the left wing. He's going to run through the middle. A little Euro step off the glass. Won't go. Battling for the rebounds. Big 11. And on his second rebound and putback, Stuteville is going to head to the free throw line.
Just one word, man. Box out, guys. Box out. And that's going to be 2 quick fouls on Castro here in the third quarter. Seems a little frustrated, isn't he?
Definitely could be.
Yeah. Seeing that lead just going to fade away.
Definitely. We talked about this
Play
during
the
the
ball
half as he misses the first, Stuteville. We talked about this during the first half. Yesterday, our third quarter was pretty rough.
Yeah.
That next free throw is up, and it is good, so Jeffrey Stuteville makes that one. Eunice trying to get it in. They get it into Gomez, and then they're going to
call the travel on Gomez.
You know, the first 6 minutes, the first probably 5 minutes of this quarter, Eunice didn't have any turnovers. They've got 4 in the last minute.
Yeah. And down to 3-point lead.
Yep. So Magdalena with it. They swing it all the way over to the left side. A three-pointer is up. It's no good. It's rebounded there by number 2, Harshback. And now they drop it right into the center of the paint. Eunice's defense in the first half didn't allow this.
That's a loose ball foul there.
They also didn't allow the multiple rebounds and putbacks.
No, they did not in the first half.
I don't know if that's us getting tired. Oh, they're going to call that the other way on them.
On number 15 on Zamora, right?
So they call it on Zamora.
Yeah, that's what it looked like.
That's his first. So Eunice going to inbound it here right in front of our camera. So here they go, getting ready to throw it in. They get it into Hyan Castro. Hyan Castro going to swing it over to the right side to Luis Gomez. Luis Gomez going to put it on the floor.
Nice spin move.
Goes through the middle of a double clutch, throws it up off the glass. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. Comes into the hands of big Kai Stevens, his second. And here comes Magdalena quickly back the other way. Cross-court pass, and then they drop it to the block. Now they're going to kick it right back out.
That's number 3 on Castro if they're going to call it on him.
So either one of those, whether it's Calvillo or Castro,
Also
it'll
three,
be
yes.
3 either way. And that's 2 starters who have both done big things for the Cardinals here. And we got a 3-point ball game.
And then they put it on Castro.
They put it on Castro. So he's now got 3 fouls. And so Magdalena's going to throw it in right underneath their basket. They throw it all the way up top to Harshback. Into the hands of Stuteville.
Play over
now
here
you've
for
got
Zamora.
Zamora's 3 is up. It's no good.
Oh, wow.
Battling for the rebound. Calvillo comes away with it. A lot of contact down
A lot
low.
of contact, Mr. Jones.
1:35 to go here in the third. We got a 3-point game, 33-30. Not a lot of scoring in this quarter. Hasiel thought about the 3, then kicks it up to Hyan Castro, who's trying to dribble back. Looking down low, they're wanting to get it to Calvillo. That's where he's wanting to go with it. Calvillo's like, hey, I've been down here posting up. Why didn't you give it to me?
He ain't moved yet. There it is.
Hasiel's got it. They get it to Castro. Castro now looking down for, and Calvillo's like, do I want to post up? They get it to Hasi. Hasi going to pull for 3. His 3 will not go. It's rebounded high by Stuteville. And so here comes Magdalena back the other way into the hands of Zamora. He's going to run off the pick and lays it in for 2. As that's 11 points now for
Zamora has gotten hot in this quarter.
Mata with a little Euro step, throws up a shot, won't go, rebounded by Stuteville, and here they come with a 1-point deficit. The Cardinals lead by 1, 40 seconds to go here in the third. They led by as many as 10 here in this quarter. Yeah. It's now a 1-point game.
Don't blink.
Running through the middle is Zamora. He throws up a floater.
Man, and he got the roll, huh?
Around and goes in, and that is now 13 points for Zamora, and Magdalena has retaken the lead with 20 seconds to go here in the third. Eunice Gomez with it way out on the right wing. He's going to back them out, closely guarded all the way out almost to the timeline. Here comes the pick.
9
Gomez
seconds
going to
left.
step around, gets it over into the corner. They get it to Hyan Castro.
We got to shoot. Somebody has to shoot.
Gets it to Calvillo. Calvillo going to step back.
There it is.
Up a 3, and he sinks it. Jose Calvillo with a step back 3 at the buzzer, and then he flips up 3 fingers in the air just like I planned it.
Left hand and all. Left hand and all.
Now lead 36-34 as we move into the fourth quarter. We've got a heck of a ball game. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Give a shout out to our sponsors right quick. Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BT8 Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services.
So pretty good game so far here today for sure.
Other than that third quarter for the Eunice Cardinals.
Well, they got up at 10 in that third quarter. It was the first 5 minutes of that third quarter they played amazing. It was that last two and a half that the wheels fell off.
And that last second kind of helped them get the lead again. So hopefully we can carry that
agree.
momentum starting the fourth quarter here.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. It is.
And keep the ball out of Zamora over there for Magdalena.
Yeah.
That kid has gotten hot during the third quarter.
Yeah, he went to work on us for sure that
some tall
late
kids,
that
I'll tell
quarter.
you.
Joseph Zamora. Walking out there, everybody getting situated here for the fourth quarter.
Yep. So Eunice to throw it in. They swing it all the way up top to Castro. Castro going to start it, brings it across the timeline, steps in the Panther eye. There's a shot that's up. It's no good. Eunice has kind of went cold the last probably 3 minutes on the game clock.
And guess who got the ball over here?
Zamora runs it down the floor. He's going to step back, shoot a mid-range. It won't go. It's rebounded by Hasiel. Scrambling for it, and Hasiel gets it back again.
Who's going to call a foul? This guy over here?
He called number what do you call?
11?
Yeah.
Yeah, 11.
11. That's number 3 on him.
Yep.
And he's
With the
been
push.
their rebounding machine down low as he has 6, 7, 8 rebounds already this game. So 7:30 to go here in the ball game. Eunice leads by 2. Calvillo with it out near the timeline, closely guarded by the marksman. The marksman going to run through the middle. He steps back. Oh, that's Calvillo. His
Just
shot is
missed
up. It's no good. Rebounded by Zamora. And here comes Magdalena. Out to the marksman on the right side. He thought about the 3, now comes up out of there.
Man,
throws
that
it
kid
towards
does a
the
lot of
middle.
contact, dude.
Oh, man,
Grab
two
that
Cardinals
ball, boy.
knocked it away from each other. Calvillo was trying to grab it. Hyen knocked it, and it went flying back out to Magdalena. And they're going to call Hasiel for the foul, and that'll either be 3 or 4.
I believe that's 3.
3 on him.
Let's see what they put up on the board, but I believe it's 3 because only, that's
3.
3.
3.
Let's put 2 within the 3, so I'm going to say it's 5.
So Hasiel with 3. So Magdalena drops it into Hirschback. He gives it
walked.
right back to Samora, back to him. And then the Stuteville with it in the paint. He kicks it back out top to Hirschback. Into the hands of Zamora on the right corner. Down low to Stuteville.
Walk.
Yeah.
And then he shuffled his
Drug
feet.
that
They're going to
foot.
call him for the turnover. That's the 5th turnover of this half for the Magdalena Steers. That's number 13 for the game. 6:50 to go here in the ball game. It's a
Take care of the
2-point
ball,
Eunice
boy.
lead. Gomez beats his man off the dribble as they're in the full court pressure. They've kind of figured out they can let Gomez bring it up because he's going to have one of those 6'5"ers on him, and he's usually faster than most of them, being a finalist in the state track meet and the 110-meter hurdles every year. He can run.
Yeah.
Eunice
And
misses. Yeah, Eunice misses that shot. They get it back, does Magdalena, and we're going to come the other way with it. That is number 2, Aiden Hirschback, dribbling around up near the top of the key, kicks it over to Montoya. Montoya back to Hirschback, into the corner to Zamora. He drops it down low to Stuteville, trying to do some post moves down low. They're going to give it right back to him, and then it gets kicked out to the marksman. The marksman pulls for 3. It won't go. Battle for the rebound into the hands of Montoya. All the way cross court to Zamora, who runs down the paint, throws up a floater. It won't go. Rebounded by Luis Gomez, and the Cardinals get it back with under 5:50 to go here in the ball game and a 2-point lead. Maddox Mata steps back on the 3. It
partially
won't
blocked.
go. Battle for the rebound comes into the hands of Aiden Hirschback.
Both teams have gone cold here, huh?
He's not very big, but he gets a lot of rebounds. A long
Zamora.
jump for 3 from Zamora as he knocks down the deep 3. And that's 16 points for Zamora.
And that gives them the lead as well, 37-36 here in the fourth quarter.
5:20 to go in the ball game.
Oh, it's a turnover as they sweep him off his legs.
He swept the leg.
I don't think we're not doing karate, so that's not legal.
Karate Kid move, wasn't it? Sweep the leg.
Man, that was a rough call there.
Jimmy turned red to the face. He wanted to say a lot. I know he did.
Man, that was a terrible call. He got hip checked out of bounds, and then they call him for being out of bounds. But Anyway, I try to call it like I see it, and earlier the call I thought should have went Magdalena's way. It didn't go. I say it like I say
Yes,
it.
sir.
That one I definitely thought was a rough one. Under 5 minutes to go here.
Oh, a timeout here
And
by
we got
Magdalena.
a timeout on the floor. Magdalena will take a timeout. Under 5 minutes to go. Your score, Magdalena 37, Eunice 36. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Service, BHA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill and Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, and Cardinal Hardware, our proud sponsor of today's game and also the girls' game following this game.
Yep.
The girls will play right after this, and once again, the girls' opponent changed a couple of times over the last 24 hours, changed a couple of times today. They will play, instead of ATC, which is what had been posted, they are going to play Magdalena.
And it might change right now.
They could. Magdalena girls and boys both playing each other, so the girls will follow this game a little backwards than the normal routine. Usually the girls play first and the boys. We're doing it the opposite.
Yep.
4:55 to go here in the ball game. Magdalena with a 1-point lead and the ball. They've spread the offense out a little bit, trying to pull Eunice out of that 2-3 zone that they've been in for the last 2 quarters for sure. Trying to make Eunice come out and get on somebody. Eunice is saying, hey, we kind of like our 2-3 zone. We may set in it a while. So Magdalena with it. That is Zamora. He swings it up top to Montoya. Back to Zamora. And he's going
Montoya's
to pull
feeling
for
hot, and
three.
it's off
Gets
the
an
mark.
open one. High-end Castro with the rebound.
He almost bounced it off his leg.
Yes. 4:20 to go. It's Colorado time around here. Ball game will be over here in about 4 minutes and 20 seconds. Gomez with it. Kicks it over to Calvillo. Calvillo pump fake like he was giving it to high-end. Then he's going to run off the dribble. And they're going to call the block in the paint on Zamora.
That's some big old boys hitting each other right there, man.
And a lot of meat hitting the ground.
And Calvillo
Came up a little
limping,
limping.
Yeah.
and he's limping on the good knee. So that ain't good. He's had problems with the other knee for multiple years. Now he's limping on the other leg real bad, and he's reaching down, grabbing at either the knee or the ankle on that leg. So Eunice to inbound
see that
it
big
right
push-off?
under their basket.
Wow.
And then we have a whistle. Oh, we got a timeout on the floor from Eunice. 4:04 to go in the ball game. Your score, Magdalena 37, Eunice 36. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Another shout out to these sponsors here: Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services.
That's not fair, dude. They barely started the clock for you. They started the clock with me like right away, and I got rushed to them.
Well, I got the inside.
I bet you do. You winked at them. You winked at them, huh?
I winked, nodded, and shrugged my shoulders twice, and they done it.
Coach Gabe Gaetan sending me a message here saying thanks for calling the game, guys. He's home watching, so we appreciate you. He sent me a picture too, but it hasn't come in yet. There it goes. It's coming now. Let me see. Man, those are some rough-looking legs, Gabe.
Don't show them. Don't show them.
You better get out the weed whacker and get on those things, man.
He said it all serious in
Look
his
like-
judge voice.
look like
Those are
tree-
some rough legs there,
Look
Gabe.
like tree stumps with tarantulas all over them or something.
Need some withered. Oh, never mind. Just let it go.
We're just kidding, Gabe. Thank you for watching. 4:04 to go here in the ball game. 37-36. Eunice trails by one, and they're going to throw it away. A run out for Magdalena.
Oh, he takes him out, man. That's a dangerous play there.
Man, he definitely did.
They both can get hurt on this small court.
And I believe it was
Mata.
Mata with a full speed sprint the other way, and he went up and challenged the fast break layup, and contested the shot, kept the layup from going in, and so that'll send Aiden Hirschback to the line.
But unfortunately, that was a turnover by the Eunice Cardinals when we needed the score out there on an inbound play after a timeout, Mr. Jones.
That's 13 turnovers for the Cardinals. And so At the line is Hirschbach, and he makes that first one. That is point number 3 for him. 38-36, Magdalena leads by 2. Hirschbach at the line with the chance to make another. His next one is up, and it goes in. He's now got 4 points, and they're going to come into full court pressure now. Gomez with it, closely guarded by Kai Stevens. Gomez crosses him over, turns him around. He's going to go to the paint, dribbles through, thought about pump fake, then kicks it out to Ian Castro, whose 3 is up.
In and out.
Man, it went all the way down. The whole basketball was below the rim, and then it spun its way back out and came out of there.
That's crazy, wasn't it?
That was almost a tie ball game, but instead Magdalena with the ball in a 3-point lead. 3:30 to go here in the ball game. Running through the middle of Zamora. He gets it to Stuteville, who runs to the paint, throws it up for 2, and it goes in. And he's now got 10 points to go along with 8 rebounds. And Eunice struggling against the pressure. Let's see what the call is here.
He said it's white ball.
They're going to say that Eunice stepped on the line, and they're going to give it to Eunice, or give it to Magdalena.
Under their basket here.
And they've got a 5-point lead here with 3:18 to go. Magdalena with it. Coming over to the right side, into the hands of Montoya. Montoya closely guarded by Hasiel. Up to Zamora, now into the hands of Aiden Hirschbach. Over onto the left side to Zamora. Now to Stuteville.
He walked.
Yep.
And that'll be a travel and another turnover. That is turnover number 14 for Magdalena here.
That kid has walked a lot tonight.
3:02 to go in the ball game. Eunice trying to get it in. They do get it into Gomez. Under 3 minutes to go in a 5-point
Just clear for Gomez.
game. Yeah, they did.
Just clear for him.
Get them all the way through.
Yes.
And
Take
then
it
they're
on the
gonna try
right-hand
to set
side.
him up for the pick, but he
Just
brought
like
his
that
man
every time.
through. A little reverse pivot. He throws it up off the glass. The crowd wanted the end one. That is 10 points now for Gomez. Eunice in the pressure now. 2:40 to go in the ball game. It's a 3-point game with Stuteville with it out on the left side. He's going to kick it up to Montoya.
Got to extend that defense, Oliver, right, Jones?
Magdalena's going to step back and apply a little pressure here. Are the Cardinals, or they're trying to. Coach McBee calling for him to get up. Zamora going to pull for 3. His 3 is up. It's no good. It goes up over the back of the backboard, and it'll go to the Cardinals.
Once again, clear it out for Gomez. Let him go down and do his thing.
2:22 to go here in this ball game. Full court pressure coming from Magdalena. They do get it in, or they're trying to get it in. They do get it into Gomez. 2:20, 2:19, 2:18. Clock ticks. 41-38. It's a 3-point game, and here comes Gomez. Crosses over between the legs. Heads with the left hand, now between the legs, back to the right hand.
Oh, picked up his dribble, though.
Oh, and he throws it down low. The defense got discombobulated, and laying it in is Hyan Castro for 2 off the assist from Gomez. It's a 1-point ball game with 1:55 to go. Eunice trails by 1. Magdalena with the ball. Eunice in the full court pressure. They get it to Zamora, cross corner over to Montoya. The pressure backs off. They're in the 2-3 zone, and now they're going to pull out a little bit. Magdalena content with running the clock as they have the lead. They get it to Zamora out on the left wing, down to Stuteville on the left block. He kicks it up top to Hirschbach, who runs through the paint, kicks it over to Montoya, who's going to pull for 3. His 3's up, no
Rebound.
good. Battle for the rebound ends up in the hands of Hirschbach. He kicks it to Zamora, who's going to pull for 3, and he sinks it. Joseph Zamora has now got 19 points to lead all scorers. The Cardinals trail by 4. 1:11 to go here in the ball game. Hasiel with it, gets it to Gomez.
Clear it out for him, man.
And Coach McBee wants to talk about it. We've got a timeout on the floor. 1:05 to go in the ball game. 44-40, Magdalena leads the Cardinals. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Run down these sponsors right quick. Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services.
Well, got a heck of a ball game
Yes, we
here.
do.
There ain't no doubt about it. One way or the other, we've got a close, competitive, exciting game to watch. The gym is fairly full. It's a half gym.
And they're into the game, yes.
I'd rather be ahead by 4 right now.
Well, yeah, there's no doubt about it. I've been impressed with our Eunice Cardinals because
Yes.
I usually try to think about these games before I came, and just looking at the history that this Magdalena team had,
Yep.
the games that they've played this
And the
year.
height they've got.
Yes, 3-6-5ers. I thought, I don't know. We'll see.
We're gonna
This
get
will be
blown out, but,
I thought it would be a real test, and it has been. But the Cardinals have came to play.
Oh, yeah.
44-40. They've led much of this game. In fact, it was a tie game at the end of the first. They led by 4 at half. They led by 2 at the end of of 3. I'm sorry, at the end of 3.
Yes, sir.
And now they trail by 4 here with a minute
They
5
led
on
at
the
10.
clock.
They led by 10 at one point.
At one point, yes, sir. Gomez with it, gets it over to Calvillo. Calvillo thought about the 3. He's still thinking about it. He gets it to
Now
Mott.
we're wasting too much time there, boss.
Mott bobbing around, and clock is still running. Hasio with it. They're
And
going to
nobody's even
reset.
thinking about shooting yet. Come
They
on, we
came
got
out
to
of
push.
They came out of the timeout. McBee now encouraging his guys to go. He's going to throw it up, and he's going to get the and one as Jose Calvillo runs through the paint, throws it high off the glass, gets bumped,
And makes it count.
and he gets it with a little English off the glass and in. 7 points for Calvillo, way below his normal average.
But
it's
critical
a
points.
2-point ball game, 41 seconds to go here, and he's got a chance to cut it to 1.
And he
makes
does.
it. And we've got a 1-point ball game.
Got a
It's
sub coming in here.
44-43, 41 seconds to go, and Magdalena with the ball. Eunice in the full court pressure. Man, I thought he
Came in too soon.
moved his feet, but
You could because it was a,
even after a timeout,
I believe so.
I thought when they called the timeout, it was considered a dead ball, and then they had to stay. But
Oh, the ball is pushed up in the back from Gomez.
pushing it up the floor, and he's going to pull for
Money.
3. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. Still battling.
Oh, and they're going to call a push.
They call the push on Hasio, and that'll be 4 on him. Man, I just don't know that you can make that call right there. That's
Wow.
You just let him play, coach.
That's a game-changing
Yes,
call.
yes,
that-
it is.
Don't get me wrong; it may have been
A
may
real
have been
aggressive
bump,
push.
but you're in a definite big spot in the game, and now you got to call that one. And so that definitely, if they call that on Hasiel, I think that's
No, that was on Castro, right? Let's hope it was on Castro because that would have been number 3. Yep.
so that's 4 on him.
4.
So Hasiel's got 4. Hyen's got 4, so the 2 starting guards for the Cardinals with 4 fouls
And the
apiece.
timeout on the
You've
floor.
got just over 18 seconds to go. It's a 1-point ball game, and Magdalena gonna have the ball coming out of the timeout. We got a timeout on the floor. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill and Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, and Cardinal Hardware, our proud sponsor of today's game. And remember, folks, right after this game, the Lady Cards are going to play in the same gym against the same Magdalena
Same
team.
team.
Yep. They're just going to wear wigs in the next game. But
They're going well wigs, huh?
yeah, they'll shave their legs for the next game and put on their wigs, and they'll step out here. But it'll be the same team, and should be a good one. So
Well, this
Eunice
is-
late coming out of the huddle. I've already heard 2 horns.
Yep.
They're
Regardless of
still
how
in
this
there.
comes out,
They're
this has
still in
been
the
a good
huddle. This
game.
could
I'll
be
put the
huge
ball
if he
down.
puts the ball down and lets them
And
play.
they're real nice right now to us.
Oh man, they are.
They're
There was-
real nice to us
we
out
had
there.
2 horns. Still hadn't got a both. Eunice still hadn't got out. They're there. Now we're out there.
That was
All
very
right.
generous of the refs.
So throwing it in is Magdalena. They do get it in. They get it over to Zamora. Zamora's got it now. We got to do something with them. Oh,
we almost lost it.
threw it away. And they call a foul down low. We'll see what the call is here.
So they'll be
Foul
shooting
down
on that
low,
one.
call from up top, right?
Oh,
They're going to call
Call
the
on
foul on
Castro.
Hyen Castro, so
He's
that would
out.
be 5 on Hyen.
But was he even near the play?
I don't know, but that
We're a couple seconds behind. I'll
that'll
find
make
out.
it 12 seconds to go in this ball game, a 1-point game, and headed to the line is Stoutville. He's been to the line once in this ball game, and he was 1 for 2. So stepping up there for this first one, he misses
nice,
the first.
Nice.
So now he's 1 for 3.
Got to get that rebound, boys.
So he'll step up there again. A sub coming in. I believe that's Jesse. It is Jesse
I believe
Ornelas
you're
comes
right.
into the ball game. 1 point game, 44-43, 12 seconds to go. And Stouffville at the line. He's got 10 points in this ball game. And he misses the second. Battle for the rebound comes into the hands of Gomez.
9 seconds.
Gomez pushing it up the floor. The Cardinals trail by 1. Gomez
time,
going to go
boys.
through the middle.
Oh, he got some perfect
He going to the basket, gets knocked to the ground with 2 seconds to go. Gomez going to go to the line with a chance to tie and
go
possibly
ahead.
take the lead here for the Eunice Cardinals.
We got what's Jimmy say? A barn burner.
We got a barn
It's
burner.
a nail biter, too.
Yes, sir.
Luis Gomez steps to the line. The pressure's here. Everybody in the gym stomping.
We're
And he
tied.
shoots the first, and we got a tie ball game. Luis Gomez with 11 points, and we got a timeout on the floor as Coach Maribal wants to ice the shooter like they ice kickers. He takes a timeout to let Luis think about it. This could be huge, or is huge. We've got a 44-44 game. 2 seconds remaining on the clock, and the senior, Luis Gomez,
Has a chance to take her
has
to
a
the house.
chance to definitely put us in good position. This is a heck of a ball game. We've had a great game the whole way.
Yes,
and
every
how
quarter's been
ironic
exciting, man.
that we've got 2 seconds left on the clock and all 4s up there on the board. So
44,
Charlie, he's
44.
got a frog in his throat. So
I got a frog and I ain't gonna tell him what all. And if I run out of cough drops, it's gonna get worse.
I got a few extras just in case.
We'll put you down, Charlie. We'll put you down.
That's right. So both teams headed back out on, well, I say both teams.
Eunice is always dragging behind.
They always come out
I
of
like the
timeout
fifth
point.
one again, huh?
So anyway, now they're headed out there onto the floor.
See if he's able to ice it in or if he's gonna get that extra point.
Gomez is going to step to the line here. 2.63 is what they're showing on the clock now. Luis Gomez, a chance to put the Cardinals ahead.
There
His
it is.
shot is up and he sinks it. And now Magdalena going to take a timeout with 2.5 seconds on the clock. The Cardinals lead over the Magdalena Steers 45-45. What a game. Clutch. Ice in the veins
Beautiful
of the
job
senior
by that young
Luis
man.
Gomez.
Don't ever say
Question
them,
for you, Mr.
Don't
Jones.
ever say them rebounds don't come in handy.
On a timeout like that, do they get the ball mid-court or they
No.
stay back behind?
No,
Okay.
this ain't
Not
the
in high
NBA.
school.
They'll have to throw it in down here. And
They have to go the full length of the court.
you know, the more I think about it, what you said a while ago is definitely right. I think the inbounder will be able to run the baseline, but he's going to have to throw it, I would guess, to at least midcourt.
And they're
That'll give him
hoping-
2 seconds
they're
to
hoping to get
put
it
the
to
ball on the
somebody
floor
or a
and
foul.
take a couple of dribbles, and then he'll try to take a shot. And you're right, they'll be looking for a foul.
Yeah.
And most of the time, the inbound for them is Zamora, and he's the best shooter right now that we've seen tonight.
Yeah, I mean the best shooter per percentage is probably Markland, the marksman, but
Is he in the game?
The best
Yes.
scorer has definitely been Zamora. Now Stouffville has had a pretty dang good game too. He's got 8, 9. He's got 10 points.
So it's going to be tough how they're going to do it
Yeah,
here, right?
yeah. You got a couple of 6'5" kids. Let's see. They've got a couple of them on the floor. Zamora here and back here Stouffville.
And they got a marksman throwing it in.
Yeah, they're going to try to do something where they throw it in at the near the half-court
Yes, sir.
line. That's where they're going to want to get it to, is to throw it to the half-court line. If they can throw it to the half-court line, that gives them an opportunity to put the ball on the floor, maybe 2, 3 dribbles, and then heave a shot. They're going to run some sort of pick action up here. We'll
Here we
see
go.
what happens. They're going to run him through. They're going to try to throw it over the top. And now they're going to take a timeout as they tried to run the little swinging gate off the pick over this way, and they were going to throw it over his head down this side. But Eunice had separated their defenders, which was a good move on McBee's part because he had them stacked, one at the top of the key, one at the rim, and at the last second he spread them. And when he did, now Eunice had a a defender
In the
standing
right
out
spot.
here on
He
the
was
wing,
right in the right
and
spot.
that long throw would have been tough to get there. The defender saw it. His coach had told him, if it's there, throw it. If it's not, timeout. We got another timeout.
Beautiful job on both coaches here
Yes.
doing their job right
That's
now.
some good coaching.
Yeah,
Tough game.
great little coaching battle right there. It was neat to see that. And so both teams now back in the huddle. Magdalena drawing up a new play, probably based on that defensive set
See how
that
they get
Eunice
up.
was just in.
And then we're
So
gonna get
now,
in a different
does
defensive
Eunice
set.
change that defensive set, or do they do something different?
It's
And
tough, Jones.
So here it is. It's a chess match.
How many timeouts does Magdalena have left?
I don't know.
maybe
You don't have it's not on the board, is it?
I was trying to look at the board. I don't see anything
Nope.
up there that says anything about it. So,
Yeah, they don't keep up with that.
So
See,
there's
now
the
they're going to have a
first
different inbound. They're going to have Zamora inbounding.
yeah, because
and
they
they're
can
gonna have the
throw it
shooter
over
over
the
here.
top.
Yep.
So they've got these two up here. I'm looking for some sort of swing and gate action, but they might run one of these down to set a pick
Yep.
and let Stuttville run up because he's got some size. We will see.
Here we go. And keep in mind, he can still run up and down the baseline, correct?
Yeah.
Even
I
okay,
believe
yes.
so, even though it
Yeah,
was
he
a
just
timeout.
he
he's
just pointed straight
pointing
down.
because
He
they
cannot
called
move,
the
yes, sir.
timeout.
So he cannot move.
So here we go. Magdalena to throw it in. 2.5 seconds. Eunice doing a good job staying back. They throw it in.
One,
They're going
two.
to run down the side.
And it's
They throw
short.
up a shot. It's not going to go. Eunice Cardinals with the win. Eunice 45, Magdalena 44. The Cardinals take down the Steers. What a game by the Eunice Cardinals. Congratulations to
Nice.
Coach
That was a
McBee,
very nice game. And,
assistant coach Ontiveros,
Beautiful
and the
job.
Eunice Cardinals.
Yes,
Man,
beautiful
what
job.
a game.
From the very get-go, they came out with great defense, and they kept that intensity. They slacked off a little bit in the third quarter, but defense won the game today, I believe, Coach.
They won the turnover battle. Yep. They won the score on the scoreboard, and ultimately the two go very much hand in hand. And so,
and well
anyway,
coached.
Yes.
Our coach is a better chess player than the other one.
Well,
I tonight.
Today for sure.
But if it was a 7-game
And,
series, I think we'd be struggling.
Well, it was a heck of a ball game, and congratulations to the Eunice Cardinals. They pick up the win over the powerhouse Magdalena Steers, 45-44. Your Cardinals with the win. We're going to step away here for just a second. You know what? Let's run through these scores real quick. Maddox Mata with 12. Hasiel Gota with 2. Hyan Castro with 9, 10, 11. He had 9 in the
and he
first
fouled
half.
out there, huh?
Yes, he did. Jose Calvillo with 8. Luis Gomez with 12, including 2 huge free throws with 2 seconds left on the clock. Ice water in his veins. Congratulations,
And the big
Luis.
3 to end the third quarter?
Yes, no, that was Calvillo.
Oh, I'm sorry, yeah, I'm apologize.
Calvillo with the
yeah.
3. Over on the other side, the Steers, you've got, let's see here, 2, 3, 4 points for Aiden Hirschbach. Jeffrey Stuttville with 10. Shane Montoya with 2. Joseph Zamora with 19. Jacob Markland with 8, all in the first half. Didn't score any in the second. Kind of strange because the young man looked like $1 million in the first half.
Yeah.
The Eunice Cardinal defense did a great job second half. So the Cardinals get the win. We'll step away here for about 7 minutes or so and then get ready for the girls' game. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a porta-john and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
Eunice Public Schools remind all parents you're the most important person in your child's life. Please advise and encourage them to make responsible choices while supporting their efforts in education. Help teach them ways to combat the tough challenges they face constantly. Eunice Public Schools believe students come first, relationships matter, and academic excellence transforms lives. The students demonstrate integrity, tenacity, and grit while developing kindness and compassion. Eunice Public Schools and Superintendent Bruce Hatch, their educators helping students build a solid, lifetime lasting foundation. Devon Energy is proud to support Eunice High School athletic programs. By partnering with Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Cardinals! The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards!
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics. Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 575-394-8828. Call 575-394-8828. Redbird Garage, 1800 North Main Street is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. Redbird Garage is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics.
As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Do you go back and forth about a good place to eat? Well, Outlaw Grill has you covered. Outlaw Grill guarantees to hit the spot every single time. If you want a good mouth-watering burger or a steak, they have it. Seafood or pasta, Outlaw has it. And don't forget to check out Bigadame's Pizzeria just down the street for the best pizza. Place your order today. Outlaw Grill and Bigadame's Pizzeria.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy Support Services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice.
Redbird LP Gas Company in Eunice reminds drivers that summertime is coming to a close and the back-to-school season is upon us. So let's drive carefully where children are present because they may not be watching out for you. That's from Redbird LP Gas Company of Eunice, a name you can trust and depend on. Redbird LP Gas Company and the Parker family ask you to watch out for our children this back-to-school season. That's Redbird LP Gas Company. Call Bart at 575-394-2946. Again, call 575-394-2946.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports. We are live here in Jal at the annual Panther Invitational basketball tournament, a tournament that has thrown a curveball, or was thrown a curveball this year in the form of icy weather across the state. But we are here today for day two as your Lady Cardinals are facing off against, instead of ATC, which was the opponent as of about 8 hours ago, it is now the Magdalena Lady Steers. I guess you have a Lady Steer.
Yeah,
What would that be called, a cow?
That's
I'm not a cowboy, bro.
Man,
I think that would be
I used to rope steers. I don't know what you call them.
we call them.
I don't know, Jimmy.
I'm not sure.
think
I'm
just
assuming they're
Ask-
Lady Steers.
Just a heifer.
That has to be.
I don't know.
A heifer's kinda
Magdalena's
offensive.
from a different. Man,
Well, not to them, it's not.
You
Yeah,
go out there and call them a heifer.
I'm not going to
Yeah,
call
that's
these
not
girls
good. That's
heifers.
no
they're,
heifers.
they're female steers. They
and
usually call
no
them
cows. I think it's a lady
Just
steer.
lady steer.
Lady steers.
So
We'll
we'll
go
go with Lady Steers. I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partners. First, the man recognized across the state by a simple body part.
The
He's
heifer.
not the head. He's not the leg. He's not even the pinky. He's known simply as the thumb.
That's
Welcome,
it.
Charlie. We appreciate you. And next, our comedian. He's been known as Bernie Mac. Lately, he's become Ric Flair. But we call him Recindo Caballero. Welcome, Recindo.
Hello, sir. How you doing this beautiful evening?
Beautiful
And the
evening.
crowd goes wild.
We just saw the Eunice Cardinals with what some might call an upset of the Magdalena Steers in that last game.
Yeah.
A 1-point ball game
I
capped
concur.
off by ice in his veins, Mr. Luis Gomez.
Yep.
What a game, what a finish. For this game, the Eunice Lady Cardinals started the tournament yesterday. They were supposed to face off against 6'7" D1 prospect Harper Dunn of Corona. However, weather prevented Corona from making the trip to Jal, so a sub-varsity team of younger kids came across the state line from Wink, Texas to face Eunice. So Eunice got the win against Wink. I've had multiple people send me messages from Wink saying it was not our varsity because it was posted
Yeah.
Eunice beat Wink, and so they wanted me to make sure that I said that. I told them I would. So Eunice got the win yesterday. Still, a win's a win. I'm
Win's a
glad that
win.
they found a team to come over here and play them, get them some playing time. Magdalena replaced ATC in this game, and so it's Eunice versus Magdalena. I had all my notes ready for ATC. I had our rosters and our stuff that I hand out to you guys all with ATC, and then I got here and looked around, and they said it's
they were already
Magdalena.
playing.
ATC was on the
Yeah.
court, and I was scratching my head. For the seasons, both of these teams have had really good seasons. For the Lady Cardinals, they are 8-3. They're ranked currently inside the top 5, number 4 in max preps. And for the Steers, they are 12-2, number 5 in the 1A division. So two
very
very
good matchup.
comparable teams, two very comparable records, two very similar rankings. The Lady Cards team can be summed up in one word this year, and that is experience. Most of the girls on this team are multiple-year starters. Most have been on the team involved in state tournament action in years past. The team has experience, including 7 seniors. They have 3 non-seniors who play big minutes, but for the most part, this is a senior-loaded group, and a lot of those girls have played together. There's a handful of them up there that were mascots when I was coaching, running out with our group when the kids were tiny little ones, and they've been playing Eunice Cardinal basketball for many years. So a wealth of experience for these young ladies. The Lady Cardinals are led, no doubt, by senior sharpshooter Alina Rodriguez. She is one of the best three-point shooters in New Mexico basketball history, all classes. If you don't believe me, it's simple. Take a look at the stats and the NMAA record books. After this season, she will be listed in the top 10 three-point shooters for a career all-time in New Mexico high school basketball history. In her career, she has made 218 three-point baskets.
That's a lot of
puts her currently in the number 10 spot. She passed Jalen Bates of Volcano Vista in yesterday's win over Wink, as Bates had 217 and was the number 10. Alina now has 218, so she jumps into that spot. Volcano Vista and Bates were the teams that beat Hobbs multiple years up in the state championship up there.
Yes,
so
sir.
It gives you a level of what Bates was. Alina just passed her. Next in line is Andrea Aragon of Las Cruces High School, another young lady that had a heck of a high school career in the 5-6A division. She had 225. And then West Mesa's Mariah Rivas is at 228. Mariah Rivas was a flat-out baller up there. I remember at one point her and her team were something like 29-0 going in to like the state quarterfinals, semifinals. She was a baller, and she could shoot the ball. Past her, you've got Natalie Chavez, also of Volcano Vista, with 238. Another one of those members of back-to-back state championship teams up there for Volcano Vista. And then Mackenzie Black of Lovington at 267. She was a state champion at Lovington. And so if you follow New Mexico high school girls basketball, those names that I just mentioned are absolute basketball legends in the girls basketball game. The top 3 in our state in all-time three-point shooters are Carlsbad's Carson Boswell, a freaking stud from Carlsbad that was a player. She had 270. And El Dorado's Bella Hines at 276. Bella Hines was a flat-out player. She only played 3 years at the high school level in New Mexico, her freshman, sophomore, junior year, and then she got picked up by one of those private schools, similar to like what LeBron played on, those ones that just play across the country.
Right.
And she quit playing high school basketball for her old high school team this year, which would have been her senior year. The number 1 three-point shooter in girls basketball history is a young lady from Rama by the name of Jordan Lewis. And I believe she's the same age as like Malie Vincent and that group that graduated the year before, Jada and Araya. That young lady was a flat-out scorer. I remember a state playoff game. It was either Jow or Loving that Rama had played, and Jordan Lewis put up over 60 on them, including like 13 threes in a single ball game. The young lady was a freaking beast. She has 406 for her career.
406?
So she's like way out there in first place. So there's
That's
no
insane,
chance in the
brother.
world of catching her. But Alina Rodriguez has a legitimate chance to climb into the top 5 for sure. I speak a lot about Alina and her shooting, rightfully so, but make no mistake, this team is no one-trick pony. Any given night, they have about 4 kids who could lead the team or have led the team in scoring. Senior Kenna McBee, she's had a great season so far, shot the ball well from deep. Senior Alondra Maureen has played strong and as streaky as it gets. When she's hot, she is caliente, mucho caliente. And junior Peyton Williams has been a spark for the team this year. She can shoot it, but she's best when she's taking it to the hole and attacking the basket. This team also has seniors like post player Aubrey Haller, a senior who's been playing since, tiny ones who can bang down low, and a rebounding specialist. Sophomore Kara Thompson is a flat-out hustler, a rebounding and defensive specialist. Junior Lizzie Gaetan sees big minutes and can make things happen. Several others will see significant minutes and do some things for the Cardinals. The Lady Cardinals are coached by the man, the myth, the legend, Gary the Fro Frazier. He's grown his hair out. For years he was slick bald. He's now grown out this little puffy, Chia looking thing. I was giving him a hard time a while ago. It's really cool looking, but I call him the Fro now. The Fro is a jack of all trades. A state champion baseball head coach, a state champion football assistant coach. He's
heck of a bus driver too.
Yeah, he's done it all. He's a principal, an athletic director, you name it, he's done it. Now he's trying his hand at girls hoops. He's now in his 4th season as the head girls basketball coach, with a record of 48-32 entering in this year. I don't have much on Magdalena because that's not who we were scheduled to play. But here we go, getting ready to go. I got onto Max Preps right before this game started and tried to just scribble a roster on a piece of paper. So here we go. Eunice wins the tip, and we're going to get started. Kenna McBee going to bring it across the timeline. She's going to give it over to Williams. Williams crosses over, hits through the middle, flips it back over to McBee. McBee with the cross-court pass to Rodriguez, who from just inside the three-point line knocks down the long two off the McBee assist.
That's a good start for us out there.
That's the way to get it started.
Coming down the floor, and I'm going to call her, I don't even know what I'm going to call her. I don't know that I can pronounce that name, so my apologies. Magdalena with the ball. They're going to attack off the dribble. They throw up a shot. It won't go. Battle for the rebound comes into the hands of Alondra Maureen. And here comes Eunice back the other way. They get it over into the hands of McBee. McBee cross court to Rodriguez. Over to Williams. Williams step back three is up. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. Going to go out. And they're going to say last touch by Alondra Maureen and the Eunice Cardinals. It'll be Magdalena ball.
That's a deep three that was off the marker for the Eunice Cardinals.
7-11. It's time for a big gulp. I'll have to take a big gulp of this cough drop I stuck in my mouth a while ago.
Don't choke on it.
It's a 2-0 game. Eunice with a 2-point lead. Magdalena running the offense. Out there is number 2. Man, I don't even want to attempt that name.
Say their names.
I'm going to call her JG. We'll just call her G. G has the ball up near the top of the key, flips it over to 13. 13 is Mirabal. Mirabal with the left-hand dribble up toward the top of the key, flips it back out to G. G for 3. Her three is in and out, won't go. Over to number 30. 30 with the rebound. I don't even have a 30 on my roster. Anyway, now the ball's on the floor. Little spin move by Mirabal. Her shot is up. It's no good. It's rebounded by Alina Rodriguez. And here comes the Cardinals. Williams off the bounce. A little spin move. Gets to the paint. Throws up a shot. It rattles around and it goes in. Peyton Williams for 2 and the Cardinals lead 4-0. 6:15 to go here in the first. Magdalena's G with it. She comes across the timeline, crosses over, goes to the left hand, flips it out to the left side to Torres. Torres kicks it over to 30. We don't have a 30 on our roster in Max Prep. She gets it back to 10. 10 is Torres. Back to G. G gonna dribble over here to the right side, crosses over, goes back to the left hand. I thought so too. Torres with it. Torres up top, backing it out, and now they give it back to G out on the left wing.
G makes a move.
Pump go, a little drive, pump go, rebounded by Williams.
Almost
and
drug
here
it
comes
foot.
Eunice. Over to Rodriguez.
Rodriguez
with a step back 3. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Thompson. Thompson to Maureen. Maureen, and they kick it out to McBee. McBee's long one is up, and they're going to give her 3 for it. Kenna McBee for 3.
Making some noise out there.
Cardinals quickly lead 7-0. What a start for the Lady Cardinals.
Beautiful job by the Lady Cardinals. Shout out to our sponsors: Parker Energy Service, BJ Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Davies Country Kitchen, Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, and Cardinal Hardware, our proud sponsors of today's game.
So similar to the first game where we saw the boys come out and jump on
Dominate.
Magdalena.
Here comes the girls.
The girls come out and do the similar.
This week, whenever they can do better, huh?
7-0 here at the beginning of this game.
That's a way to start a game right there, boys.
That's what's neat about playing teams you're not used to seeing. I'm sure these two teams have never even looked at each other. Frazier was telling me before the game he had been watching video last night of ATC, expecting to play them today. And then a couple hours before game time, they tell him, never mind, you're playing.
You do that every time, huh?
And I'm sure Magdalena was doing the same.
I'm sure.
Looking
Like
for
Eunice, where's the Eunice at?
So 5:15 to go here in the first quarter. Magdalena with the ball. G has it. She looks around. Pump fakes. No, that's Mirabal. I'm sorry. Now she gives it to G. G throws it down low to 30, who don't exist.
No name.
Well, 30 pump fakes and
she
shovels
walked.
her feet, and she's going to turn it over. And so that'll give the ball back to the Eunice Lady Cardinals, and here comes Magdalena with some pressure. They get it in, and now they're going to give it right back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez kicks it down the floor to McBee. McBee right into the middle. They get it back out. Driving through the middle, and now they give it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez going to run to the free throw line, throws up a shot, it won't go.
Rebound by who?
Thompson.
The second
Thompson
rebound.
With her second rebound. Rodriguez thought about the three, and now they get it to McBee. Over to Rodriguez, now outside to Williams. Williams crosses over, dribbles through, throws one-hand pass all the way to the corner. Now McBee with it, and she's going to give it back to Williams. Williams into Marine. Marine shot is up, no good.
Rebound by who?
By Kara Thompson.
Deep three by Rodriguez.
Her three is no good.
Rebound by who?
Thompson. Back to Rodriguez, over to McBee. McBee going to attack the basket, kicks it out to Williams. Her shot is up, it's no good. Rebounded by Thompson. It's thrown way down the floor.
That's
and
Katie's
the
tip
Cardinals
ball.
come away with it.
That young lady has like 15 rebounds already.
She's got 5 rebounds. I think 3 of them were in this possession.
I believe you're right.
And so now McBee with it, gives it to Rodriguez, back to McBee. McBee going to slow it down for just a second, throws it down low to Marine. Marine pump fakes, and now she's going to shoot it. It goes off the side of the backboard, no good. 3:45 to go here in the first quarter. And here comes Mirabel, who has the rebound for Magdalena. Over to G. G flips it, I thought she was going to flip it to 30. She kicks it out wide to Torres. Torres with the runner. Her shot is up. It's no good. Battle for the rebound comes into the hands of Williams. Williams gives it to Rodriguez, who throws it long down the floor to Thompson. Thompson going to kick it back to Rodriguez. I thought she was going to step into a three. She's directing traffic. She gives it to Williams. Williams thought about the three, gives it back to Rodriguez.
Some long passes
Rodriguez
there,
asking for the pick. She comes off the pick, gets it to Williams, over to McBee. McBee on the left wing, throws a one-hand pass to Rodriguez. Rodriguez dribbles over, hands off to Marine, and Marine attacks. Gets it to Thompson, whose shot is up. It won't go. Battle for the rebound into the hands of number 10. 10 is Torres. Here comes Magdalena and G back the other way. Little dribble drive, handoff action, ends up in the hands of Torres.
Almost got steal Williams.
Almost stolen. Williams takes
Does steal it.
As she does steal it, and now here comes the Cardinals.
Back to Williams.
Williams with the crossover. She steps into a three. Peyton Williams for 3, and the Cardinals extend the lead to 10. It's 10-0. Running through the middle. Stolen away by Williams. It was knocked away by Thompson, but end up in the hands of Williams, and McBee drops in 2, and the Cardinals lead 12-0.
Beautiful job there by Williams.
2:10 to go here in the first quarter. Eunice with the big lead early. Running through is G.
Walk?
She throws up a one-handed floater, and it goes in, and Magdalena is on the board. Rodriguez now with it. Under 2 minutes to go in the first. Rodriguez skips it over to McBee. McBee to Williams. Williams
Wide
pulls
open.
for 3, and it won't go. Battling for the rebound. Going to come in the hands of Thompson.
I got to let that one go out if I was that girl.
I think it touched her. Oh, but we turned the ball over there.
Turned it over right there.
And we fouled her on the way through.
So 1:41 to go here in quarter number 1. Eunice leads by 10. The score is Eunice 12.
I think he just
Magdalena
called a kick
2.
ball. I don't think it was a foul.
Oh. I thought he called the foul on.
Yeah, I did too, but I think it was just a kick ball.
Multiple subs coming in. Coming in, it's number 4, Kaylee Bruton.
No foul.
So you're going to have Mirabel going to inbound it here for Magdalena. And sitting back there with her is G. This name, just so that everybody knows the first name.
Foul.
The first name spelling is J-E-M-A. Last name is G-A-N-A-D-O-N-E-G-R-O. I'm not even going to try. I'm going to call her G.
I believe you're right. Let's go with G.
Yep.
So what's going on here?
Negro.
Ghana
Ghana Negro. But I'm gonna call her G.
G's
Yeah.
good. Yeah, let's just say G.
So 1:41 to go. There's still a discussion.
That's
It was a foul,
It
yeah.
was a foul.
Okay, so
on
they
2.
did give the call,
To Alana.
a foul to Marine. So
And Gary not real happy with it, but you know.
so
It
they
took him 20 minutes to discuss it, but we got it.
Yeah.
throw it in. G gonna bring it up near the top of the key, crosses over, goes between her legs, but dribbles off her foot. Then she picks it back up. Now she's gonna run through the middle, throws up a shot.
Oh.
It won't go. And who will they
And a
call
foul
this one?
call.
I
Will
believe
it
that's going to be on McBee. G's pretty fast. She's taking the basket there.
And she seems to like to go to that left side
Yes,
so
sir.
far. She likes to put the ball on the floor with that left hand and go to the left side. So back
her
to the
first
line
foul.
is G. She's already got 2 points, and now she has 3.
She has all the points for them, right?
Yep.
Yep.
She's their high point scorer right now.
Here in the first quarter.
1:30 to go here in the first. Back to the line is G, and she sinks the second. Now she's got 4. Here comes the full court pressure. They get it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez back to McBee. McBee back to Rodriguez. They skip it cross court to Marine. Marine, I said Marie, that's Garcia.
That's
I'm
Garcia,
sorry,
yes, sir.
Garcia stepped in.
Oh,
my
turnover.
away again. Pushing it up the floor is Magdalena. Rodriguez coming in, trying to get the rebound. They're going to call over the back as
Yep,
Rodriguez
yep.
was going up to get it. And he said like this.
Good call.
I look like the play bunny, where they do
I knew
that,
you were
where
gonna
they,
say that.
where they put
Dinosaur.
their little hands and do the hop.
The
Look
T-Rex.
like one of them
He was going like-
T-Rexes.
He said like this.
He said that was a T-Rex.
He's
foul.
over animated out there, right?
He went like this and then started hopping. I was like, that must be a. He's like, she did the bunny
She did
move.
the bunny hop.
That looks like a dance that we did in the 80s. 1:09 to go
He said
here.
the 80s.
They get it to Aaliyah. Aaliyah over to the right side, picks it up, throws it up top to McBee.
Take care of
McBee
the
to
ball,
Maureen.
lady.
Maureen thought about the 3, and then she picks it up. Kicks it over to McBee. McBee drops it down to Howler. Howler, a little give and go action. A shot is
Oh.
up by Aaliyah Garcia. It won't go. Rebounded by Mirabel. And here comes the Steers. Running through the middle. Rodriguez with the partial block. Battle for the rebound. Aaliyah's holding on to
jump.
it. And
Jump
they'll
ball.
call
I
it
was
jump
gonna stay on this
ball.
side over
The
here.
arrow is going to stay with Magdalena.
Yeah.
Score is 12-4 in favor of the Eunice Cardinals here.
41 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Eunice leads 12-4. Magdalena throws it in. It ends up in the hands of G way up top. She throws up a long 3, won't go. Rebounded by Maureen.
Oh.
Turnover by
Throws it
Eunice Cardinals,
away.
man.
Pushing it just too much.
G, another deep
G,
3.
another long 3. It won't go. Battle for the rebound. They're going to call Rodriguez
Oh,
with the
my
body
goodness.
down low there.
To end the first quarter gets a foul, man.
24 seconds to go here in the first. 12-4, and stepping to the line now will be Maribel. Maureen's had a couple of those. That she sees people open, and by the time she puts it on the floor one more time and then tries to throw a long one-arm cross-court pass, the defense has
jumps,
realized
yep.
what she's doing, and they're in the passing lane. And I think we've got 3 turnovers. I think all 3 of them are from that exact situation.
She makes them both.
Mirabel makes them both. That's 2 points for her. So she's got 2. G has 4. And then the Cardinals have 12 total.
And Williams comes back in for the
throws it
Cardinals.
in for Williams. Williams back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez pushing it
Oh.
up the floor,
Oh,
and she
my
throws
goodness.
it away. Running through the middle.
We call an offensive foul on that one.
I like it.
Okay. Wow. I don't think the Magdalena fans like it, but 17 seconds to go here. Eunice leads 12-6.
I like it better than having a foul on us.
One hand bounce pass over here, cross court to McBee. Now into the hands of Williams. Williams thought about the step
Oh,
back,
my
goes
gosh,
to
girls.
McBee. Man, we
Yep.
like to chunk it cross court for
They
sure.
like to lob it. And
Rodriguez trying to push it up. She has it taken away.
With the second
5th
left.
turnover, and Magdalena throws up a buzzer beater prayer. It won't go at the end of 1. Your
Got 'em
score,
doubled up.
Eunice 12, Magdalena 6. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors right quick. Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services are proud sponsors for tonight's game between your Lady Cardinals and these Magdalena Lady Steers. That's what we decided on.
Yeah, if the if the Eunice Lady Cardinals
took care of the ball,
can just do what they did for that quarter, the rest of the ball game.
Well, the end of the
except
quarter.
the last minute and a half.
Yeah, the end of the quarter, they was.
But
wow.
if you could do that every quarter, 12-6,
Yeah.
12-6,
12-6,
you could
fine.
be in business.
Yes.
But, the first 3 minutes, 4 minutes of the quarter, we looked
We
amazing.
hot. Fire.
And then we started turning the ball over. Magdalena was doing that at the beginning. They had 4 turnovers in probably the first 3 minutes of the quarter. And then Eunice had 5 turnovers in the last 3 minutes of the
So
quarter.
we just need to settle down, quit turning it over, and play ball.
Handle the pressure for sure.
That's easier than said, Charlie.
So Eunice to throw it in. Rodriguez throws it into Williams. Williams going to bring it across the timeline. Heads with the right-hand dribble right up toward the middle. They throw it down to Thompson. Thompson kicks it out to Maureen over to Williams. Williams now going to reset them. She's calling an offense, resetting them. They're going to run the weave. Maureen comes off the pick from Thompson. Gives it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez going to step back. Throws it away, and it goes in. Alina Rodriguez now has 219 on the three-pointers. And there's a long three that's up. It's no good. Battle for the rebound down low. And Rodriguez got close on that one. The ball's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say out on Rodriguez.
They're letting them play down there in the blocks, man.
It was rough down there.
He should have done that bunny hop again.
Yeah, little bunny
he
hop.
was over
We
the
come over
back
here
that
like
time
this
again,
again.
too. They've done the same thing.
Magdalena throws it in. Mirabal back up top to G. G thought about the three. Mirabal will take the three. Her three is up. It's no good. Battle for the rebound. Trying to get to it is Williams, and Williams finally comes up with it.
She needs help. She needs help.
Williams throws it ahead to Thompson. Thompson trying to find somewhere to go with it. She gets it back to Williams. Williams now with it. She steps right on the nose of the Panther, which is a good place to step. Then she crosses over. She's closely guarded. She gets it out to Maureen.
Ooh.
Maureen crosses
Broke
over,
some
goes
ankles
to the
there.
middle, and then she turns it over. And here comes Magdalena on the run out after the turnover. A shot is up. It's no good.
Well, that was a late whistle.
A real late whistle. They're going to call the foul, I think, on Thompson.
I thought we were fouled down here on that turnover.
I believe you're right, but
Wow. But
they put it on 14. It was Thompson who got that foul, sir.
It looks a little different up here than it does down there, I imagine.
So Thompson called for the foul. That'll send, I believe that's Mirabal again to the line. She's already been there once, and she sunk them both, and now she sinks that one. So she's 3 for 3 from the line.
I think all their points, almost all their points have come off of free throws so far.
They've all but one.
They
made one basket.
Yep.
G did early on a little attack, left-hand layup
Right,
off the
right,
glass.
that's right.
All the rest of them have been at the line. Mirabal back to the line. She's 3 for 3. And she makes that one, so now she's 4 for 4. 15-8 is the score. McBee to Williams. Rodriguez went out on the substitution, so they don't have her out there now. Thompson throws it down to Haller. Haller back to McBee. McBee with the one-hand pass across to Williams. Williams to Maureen. Maureen throws it down low to Thompson. Thompson had it slapped away. Haller ends up back with it. McBee throws a beautiful pass down to Maureen. Beautiful pass from Kenna McBee. Nice assist from Kenna. Her second assist of the ball game. The Cardinals
That was
lead
a
17-8.
beautiful pass, man.
Under 6:20 to go here in the first half. Eunice leads 17-8. Williams out pressuring the ball. Now McBee steps out to guard Mirabel. Mirabel dribbles back up near the top of the key, trying to reset the offense. She's trying to pull McBee out there to guard her deep. McBee does, and she goes around her, runs to the paint, throws one up off the glass.
Makes a decent move there to score, huh?
Man, when you got a lead like that and they push you out to half court, just step back. Let them stand out there and dribble. You're winning by 10.
Time is your friend, right?
Yep. Maureen gets her shot blocked, and now here they come back the other way. That rebound was by Torres off the block, and now Mirabel has it out near the left wing. She's going to pull it back up, kicks it over to 30. 30 back to G. G thought about the three. I thought she shuffled her feet.
Oh, is that going to be a jump ball? Oh, you're going to call it travel.
So they had a travel back over here. That one probably should have been the jump ball, but they got the right call. It was just about 3-4 seconds after the fact.
It's kind of a
These girls are moving a little too fast, right?
Yeah. So 5:32 to go here in the first half. 17-10.
Rodriguez is back in the game, huh?
Comes back in. Williams pushes it ahead to Rodriguez. Rodriguez going to put it on the floor.
There,
comes through off the pick. Heads through the middle. Hands off to McBee. McBee on the runner. Now she's going to travel. 7 turnovers for the Cardinals, 5 for the Steers.
Did you say 7?
7.
Okay.
7-point lead as well
Yep.
for the Cardinals, 17-10.
I'll take it.
5:17 to go in the first half. They throw it into G. G going to bring it across the timeline, steps right on the nose of the Panther. Heads up to this end of the floor, kicks it over to 5, which is Cleveland. Cleveland
nice
has it
steal there by
stolen
Rodriguez.
away by Rodriguez. Rodriguez pushes it up the floor. I say step up there and shoot the 3.
Well, shoot it from there.
Almost had it stolen away. Williams with it over to McBee. McBee steps into a 3. It won't go. Rebounded by 5, which is Cleveland. And here comes G. Magdalena pushing it ahead. They get it over to 30. 30 shot is up. It's no good. Mirabelle with the shot. Her shot won't go. Rebound by
Thompson. Oh, a jump ball.
A jump ball. The arrow's going to stay here.
Thompson had like 85% of that ball, man.
Man, Thompson now with 7 rebounds.
She
looks like Rodman out there, don't she?
The first quarter and a half, she's got 7 rebounds.
Yeah.
So Cleveland going to throw it in. She throws it in up
almost
top
got a
to
steal there.
Mirabelle. Over to G. G with the pump fake and then a step back. Her step back won't go. Rebounded by Thompson. Thompson with rebound number 8, all in the first half. Williams with the ball. Heads over to the left side. Tries to throw a backdoor pass.
goodness.
Throws it away. And here comes Mirabelle in the Steers. She wants to go right. She's like, I want to dribble to the right, dang it. She gets it up to G. G going to reset the offense. Kicks it over to the left side. Now it swings back up to 30. 30 looks down low. Has it stolen away by Thompson. Carrot Thompson is everywhere.
Carrot
She's
Thompson
the
is everywhere,
Energizer
literally.
Bunny still going. Nothing outlasts the Carryizer.
Look at that backside over here. Look at that backside. There it is.
Now they get it to Rodriguez out in the NBA territory, and you can tell she thought about it.
Yep.
McBee gives it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez stepped through the pick. Comes off the next pick and then steps into a 3. It won't go. Rodriguez
no
is on the
foul.
ground. Rebound by McBee. McBee throws
With
it
the
to
one-hand
corner,
shot.
and it's going to go in. Kenna McBee is on tonight too. 3:30 to go in the first half. Eunice leads 19-10. G brings it down. What up, G? Kicks it over to 30.
What up, G?
30 into the hands of Bruton. Bruton hands it off.
Bruton just walked.
That foot, yeah.
Mirabelle. Mirabelle with it. She's going to cross over. Heads to the left side. Kicks it out to 5, which I believe is Cleveland. Cleveland almost had it stolen away by Williams. Little confusion there on the defense as our defenders got tied up running through the middle.
Ooh.
That was a good-looking move by
G.
Aaliyah Cleveland.
Oh, it's number 5, right, Aaliyah?
Yeah, I think.
And she'll now go to the line. That was a nice little step through. She caught some thigh as she was running through there. They call
This
that
guy
foul
said
on
thigh.
5.
Might have caught a forearm, too. I'm not sure.
She stuck that leg out there, and
He said a thigh.
her legs went flying in
But
the
the
air.
ball, they say the ball don't lie, but
It
I
was
don't
like
know.
a KFC thigh
I heard one of the fans yell, the ball don't lie.
and a biscuit.
Oh, man. It's been a long day, boy.
3:01 to go. Cleveland going to miss the first, and now she'll
I
have
like them
another one.
McDonald's biscuits myself.
Said a thigh.
I like their little bacon egg biscuits sometimes. Not very healthy for you, but man, they sure do
Yeah.
taste good.
I like the steak, egg, and cheese bagel. honestly.
Cleveland makes the.
What was that?
Man, I don't know. that was a thigh. 2:39 to go here, 19-11. McBee brings it across the timeline. Looks back door, gets it to Marine. Marine flips it to Gaetan. Gaetan with a little jab and go. She chunked that one over here. I think
Somebody.
she was going to throw that one over here to somebody in the bleacher. I think it's Coach Mirabelle or whatever his name is, the boys' coach sitting over there. She threw it to him. So that's a turnover for the
Like, here, help
Cardinals.
me out there, buddy.
Turnover number 9 for the Cardinals. Pushing back the other way is Mirabelle. She's going to shoot it from NBA range. And she sinks it. Mirabelle from NBA range.
She got range, don't she?
She's now got 9 points. And she's taking care of business. McBee hands it over to Marine. Marine going to run through the paint. Throws it
Nice
down
pass.
low to Rodriguez. Rodriguez goes up strong and puts it in with contact.
Might have been
Off
an
a
and one
great
if they'd been watching it.
assist from Marine. 2-11. Coming back the other way is Mirabelle. She throws up a 3. It won't go. Big high rebound for Gaetan. She hands it to Marine, and here come the Cardinals. Marine not sure what to do with it. Hands it over to McBee. McBee now with it, trying to get them set.
Running.
Comes off the pick. hands it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez dribbles up to the top.
Nice.
Thought about the three, flips it over to Marine. Marine to McBee. I thought she was going to shoot the three. They're moving it around.
Time is
Trying
on
to
our
get it over
side.
this left side.
Wow.
Coming up, no call. Ball gets bounced around, ends up a
Man.
turnover. That's turnover number 10 for the Lady Cardinals. And here comes Mirabelle. She throws up a shot that's
Man,
going to
there's a
go
lot
in.
of contact with no
That is
call.
11 points for Mirabelle. And the Magdalena Steers, once down 10 or 12, are now back within 5.
And Coach
we got a
Frazier is gonna take
timeout
the
on the
time
floor.
out here.
1:24 to go in the first half. Eunice 21, Magdalena 16. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Shout out to our sponsors, Spark Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Big Amy Pizza, Eunice Record, and Badger Hydrovac. Our proud sponsor of today's game.
So is this the last game of the day, or is there another one after
No,
this?
I think there's a game going on over at the main gym right now with the Jowl boys. I
Okay.
think. Yeah, I think this will be it.
Last
for
one in
everybody.
here, huh?
Yep.
In the pit.
A lot of people in here.
Oh yeah.
A lot of folks here.
Yep. Yeah, I agree. That's what I was saying earlier. It's amazing how big a crowd Magdalena brought with them, being so far away. That's a
Yeah.
long ways.
He
So
had to
right
drive.
now, Mirabelle leads all scorers. That's number 13 for Magdalena. So 1:20 to go here in the first half. They drop it into the high post. Now they flip it back to McBee. McBee pulls for three. Her three won't go. Rebounded by Rodriguez. And then right into the hands of Mirabelle and the Magdalena Steers.
All she has is right hand, huh?
Crossover. She's headed through. She flips it down under the basket. They kick it back out. Running through the middle, trying to throw up a shot. A lot of contact. And
I guess who just got fouled?
Mirabelle ends up with it, and she's going to go to the line.
I think she's 4 for 4.
And that young lady's had a heck of a night at the line. She is 4 for 4. 21-16 is your score. Under 1 minute to go in the first half. Eunice leads by 5. Mirabelle, as we mentioned, is 4 for 4 from the line, and she'll have her 5th attempt.
And Jimmy just jinxed her. Thank you.
And we jinxed her.
He said we.
That's what we were going for.
He said, well, you got a mouse in your pocket?
I'm innocent, Your Honor.
I tried to say it multiple times as a sneaky jinx, but anyway, she'll step back to the line for the next. And she makes
Made that one.
I guess I shouldn't have sneaky jinxed her. That's 12 points for that young lady as she's hooping.
He says sneaky jinx.
Sneaky jinky.
Sneaky jinx. The 59 seconds to go here in the ball game. Eunice leads by 4. Williams gets it to Rodriguez, almost traveled.
Almost slid that
Trying to
foot.
run that little wheel offense and get people wheeling off the pick. Little pass and wheel. They get it down to Rodriguez. Rodriguez out to Williams. Williams going to dribble through the middle, goes behind the back,
Oh.
has it taken away. Pushing it down the floor is Mirabelle.
Wow, a lot of
Throws up
contact
a
there,
shot,
no
it won't
foul.
A lot of
go.
contact.
But they get the rebound, throw up a shot on the rebound. It won't go, and Thompson ends up with it. So Thompson with another rebound. That's rebound number 9. She'll end up with double-digit rebounds in the first half. Aaliyah Garcia with it. Gets it to Thompson over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez steps back, shoots the three.
Oh.
I thought it was going in.
Thompson
had
almost.
the rebound, and then they took it away. Under 10 seconds to go. 3-point ball game. No, I'm sorry, 4-point
Oh,
ball
wow.
game. And they're going to call the foul on Thompson as Thompson took a swipe at it as she was shooting, and they're going to say she got her. And so that'll send G to the line
To
with
shoot 3.
4.20. It's Colorado time on the board.
Colorado.
21-17 is your score here in the
get a
second quarter.
Chance to
G's
hit
going to
3 of them.
step to the line to shoot 3 of them. She
doing,
is
Charlie?
ready.
I'm trying to count because I was
first-
using all my fingers and toes.
Her first shot is up, and it is no good. So G misses the first.
Good job, G. Good
She'll
job.
have 2 more.
She was hitting them, all of them earlier.
We were warming up, weren't they?
Yep.
Next one is up, and it is good.
Thank you, Charlie.
And coming in will be Maureen, and stepping off will be Thompson. That was Thompson's second foul to go with her 9 rebounds here in the first half. That next free throw is up, rattles around, it won't go. Williams
Good rebound.
grabs that rebound. And here comes Rodriguez. She throws up a shot.
And no foul.
Wow.
Well, she wrecked her.
Yep.
Wow.
That brings us to halftime. The
Coach
score is
Frazier
21-18.
Coach Frazier ran
you
all
get a tech,
the
brother.
way
Kind of
across
looked like
the
a foul,
court
sir.
and let the coach know that he thinks that should have been a foul.
like,
I mean,
sure.
the official, no, he ran all the way
Yes.
to this side of the court.
I thought he just forgot the
concur.
clipboard. No, he went out there intentionally, huh?
Go back and look at that video. I
I thought
promise
he was
you it
headed
was.
across the He's still telling him. I thought he
of
was headed
contact.
across the court to go to the dressing room. He ran across the court to give that official a piece of his mind.
I think he gave him his whole mind, not just a piece of it.
He said, let me tell you something.
So at the half, Eunice 21,
Oh, Coach Frazier.
Magdalena 18. We'll take a break. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Reminds drivers that summertime is coming to a close and the back-to-school season is upon us. So let's drive carefully where children are present because they may not be watching out for you. That's from Redbird LP Gas Company of Eunice, a name you can trust and depend on. Redbird LP Gas Company and the Parker family ask you to watch out for our children this back-to-school season. That's Redbird LP Gas Company. Call Bart at 575-394-2946. Again, call 575-394-2946.
Parker Energy Services has been servicing the community for over 17 years. They offer water hauling, dirt work, and disposable services. Dispatchers and sales staff are available anytime, and office staff is available from 8 a.m. to 3 p.m., Monday through Friday. Parker Energy aims to satisfy their customers and give their employees great job opportunities. Parker Energy is family-owned and operated, big enough to meet your needs and small enough to offer excellent and personalized services. Consider Parker Energy support services for all of your support needs. Visit them today at 2350 Avenue O in Eunice.
Do you go back and forth about a good place to eat? Well, Outlaw Grill has you covered. Outlaw Grill guarantees to hit the spot every single time. If you want a good mouth-watering burger or a steak, they have it. Seafood or pasta, Outlaw has it. And don't forget to check out Bigadame's Pizzeria just down the street for the best pizza. Place your order today. Outlaw Grill and Bigadame's Pizzeria.
NMR Pipeline is a highly qualified, dedicated company, leading in performance with management and employees who've provided over 45 years of service in pipeline maintenance and construction within the oil and gas industry. NMR Pipeline, 300 South Main in Eunice, or call 394-0144 for more information. Again, 394-0144. NMR Pipeline is proud to be a supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics.
Guns Up Services is a proud supporter of their Eunice community and their Eunice Cardinals. Guns Up Services has been in business almost 9 years and is family-owned and operated. Located at 2403 Avenue O in Eunice, they are your trusted vacuum truck provider. For vacuum truck services, call 394-1046. Guns Up Services in Eunice wants to cheer on their Eunice Cardinals and wish them luck this sports season. Guns Up Services, another proud supporter of all Lee County athletics. As Lee County's largest independent insurance agency, Lavelle Insurance works with a large number of insurance companies. They'll do your comparison shopping for you, guaranteeing you the very best price on the very best coverage for life, health, auto, retirement planning, commercial or personal insurance. Lavelle Insurance offers innovative solutions to protect your assets, goals, and future plans.
Redbird Garage is your hometown local mechanic shop specializing in minor and major repairs from oil changes, car washes, brake work, AC repair, and so much more. For more information, call 575-394-8828. Call 575-394-8828. Redbird Garage, 1800 North Main Street is your hometown mechanic shop, committed to always doing what's right for you and your vehicle. Redbird Garage is a proud supporter of Lee County athletics and academics. BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
The Eunice Clinic is proud to support the Eunice Cardinals. Go Cardinals! You're the pride of Eunice. The Eunice Health Clinic offers many of the same basic services that many local physicians provide. They specialize in sick care for all ages, women's exams, physicals, health education, lab tests, and diagnostic studies. They're proud supporters of athletic and academic events. The Eunice Health Clinic is proud to back the Cardinals. Go Cards! Devon Energy is proud to support Eunice High School athletic programs. By partnering with Eunice, Devon is making an investment in the long-term future of the community. Sports teach discipline, teamwork, and leadership. Skills our youth will use to succeed for a lifetime. From the Devon team to yours, Devon Energy wishes you good luck this season, both on the field and in the classroom. Go Cardinals! Eunice Public Schools remind all parents you're the most important person in your child's life. Please advise and encourage them to make responsible choices while supporting their efforts in education. Help teach them ways to combat the tough challenges they face constantly. Eunice Public Schools believe students come first, relationships matter, and academic excellence transforms lives. The students demonstrate integrity, tenacity, and grit while developing kindness and compassion. Eunice Public Schools and Superintendent Bruce Hatch, their educators helping students build a solid, lifetime lasting foundation.
Eunice Pump and Supply has been around for over 30 years and is excited to continue their services to the community. They take pride in their employees and their hard work and dedication, and most importantly, take pride in the youth of Lee County. Eunice Pump and Supply is a proud supporter of all Lee County athletics and academics. Eunice Pump and Supply, 1310 Avenue O in Eunice, another proud supporter of Lee County athletics.
BTH Services is a locally owned and operated family-oriented business. BTH Services and Rental is a Porta-John and equipment rental company. BTH Services and Rental also clears right-of-ways and right-of-way reclamation. Please call 575-964-3104. That's 575-964-3104 for all of your company needs. BTH Services and Rental is also looking for a 1-ton CDL driver. Please apply at 2100 Avenue O in Eunice. BTH Services and Rental is a proud sponsor of Lee County Athletics.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports here live in Jowl in the Panther Pit in the Panther Invitational Basketball Tournament as your Eunice Lady Cardinals have traveled down to Jowl. They are the home team here in white, and they are facing off against the Magdalena Steers, the girls team from Magdalena. I don't know if that's a lady steer or if that's even possible.
We just decided to call them lady
steers. We're going to
steers.
call them Magdalena Steers. So
Because Charlie wanted to call them what?
No, we're not going to call them any of them things that we were trying to think about.
Well, I mean, you can't have
those are
a
offensive.
steer
Yes.
as a lady.
Well, I know it's
But
tough.
still.
Yeah, it is. It is
What-
interesting. I never thought about that. I guess I'd never had that thought in my head until I sat down here and started trying to figure out, do you call them lady steers? That's like Denver City. They're the Mustangs.
Yeah, the Phillies.
And they call their girls' team the Phillies.
Yep,
And
Not the Lady
they're
Mustangs,
not
right?
the Lady Mustangs.
the Phillies.
That's right.
Well, just like the Seminole girls or the, what do you call them?
The Maidens.
The Maidens, yeah.
So here we go. Eunice with the ball. Williams going to drop it down low to Thompson. Thompson with a little reverse pivot and then throws it. It gets batted away. It's going to go out of bounds. They're going to say it stays Eunice ball. So that was a lucky break for sure for the Lady Cards.
Yeah.
Williams looking to throw it in. She throws it up to McBee. McBee has some pressure on her, goes around Cleveland, tries to reverse pivot, has it knocked away, but it's picked
Almost.
up by Rodriguez. Rodriguez with a little jab and go, guarded closely by 30. She
step back
steps
three.
back into a three and
three.
knocks it down. Alina Rodriguez now with 223 pointers in her career, her second here tonight. She's got 10 points. 7:11 on the clock. It's time for a big goal.
Big
A
goal
long
time.
three is up. It's no
We
good.
gotta get those
Battle
rebounds,
for the
girls.
rebound. They're going to call a jump ball as Thompson down there battling for it.
The ball stays over here.
So it'll stay this way. I'll give Thompson another rebound.
I
That's
would
rebound
agree.
number 10 for her. So
And they're not
Magdalena-
easy rebounds neither.
No, she's battling.
Yep.
So Magdalena to throw it in on the baseline. Looking in. Looking in. Gets it up to Mirabelle. Mirabelle with
Step
the
back
ball.
for the deep three.
She steps back, throws up a shot. It's no good. Comes into the hands of G. G going to
G
throw up
goes
the
up.
runner, and she gets contact and the shot. So she's going to get the and one. That'll send G to the line.
And who are you going to call that foul on?
Let's see
14.
here.
Huh? Or is
So
that
that's
on?
going to
No,
make
no.
it 24-20, and that'll
No, it's
send
on
her to the
35.
line.
35.
So
That's on
stepping
Williams.
in there, her shot is up, and it is good. And so that is
3-point game.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 8 points.
For G?
She's got 8 points now, yep. So anyway, Williams with it. 6:50 to go here in the third. A 3-point ball game, 24-21. They hand it off to McBee. McBee going to dribble up near the
Watch the
top,
backside.
resets, throws it down low. Williams does a really good job saving it,
that.
kicks it out to Rodriguez. Rodriguez three is up, it's no good,
Who
but who
rebound?
gets a rebound?
Thompson.
Thompson. That's rebound number 11.
Look
McBee
at that.
takes a shot. McBee now gets her own rebound and throws it up, and it is good. So the rebound and the putback for points number 9 for Kenna McBee. 6:20 to go here in the third. 26-21 is the score. A runner on Mirabelle and Rodriguez.
Watch out, you get a 10, girl.
Rodriguez not happy with the call against her.
Who you going to give it to? Third, yeah.
They give it to
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez,
That's her
so that's
second
2
foul.
on her.
Fans are getting restless down here.
Yes, they are. The crowd did not like the call for sure, the Eunice side. And Rodriguez didn't like the call either. As she
From the
made
very
some
beginning,
motions.
she started look like a ballerina out there.
That's right. And that shot is up and good for Mirabelle. Mirabelle has that knack, though. Some people do, of being able to get to the the free throw line to create that contact.
Yep.
She's creating the contact, but she does it in a way that makes it hard to
Not call a foul, right?
not call it. Yeah. So 26-23 as she makes them both. Williams kicks it over to McBee. McBee up top to Thompson. Thompson puts it on her hip, then flips it over to McBee. McBee looking down low. Rodriguez
had a
had
moment,
her person
yep.
sealed. McBee didn't give it to her. She gives it back to Maureen. Here comes the little roll through again. They give it to Thompson. Thompson going to pull for 3. Her 3 won't go. Maureen trying to battle for the rebound.
Torres comes
Almost
out there.
losing it. Maureen's still in there showing him some hands. 5:45 to go here in the third. G going to attack the left side.
Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Who are you going to give it to? Oh, he's looking towards McBee, right? Oh, he's on the floor, they're
He's gonna
saying.
say it's on the floor.
He gave it to McBee.
He gave it to McBee.
Yeah.
I believe he did. Yep.
So that's 2 fouls on McBee. The fans are rowdy here. They did not like that call either.
No, I didn't really particularly like it either.
26-23. G has it. Kicks it back to Mirabelle. Mirabelle thought about the three. Pump fakes, goes through the lane, kicks it back out to G. Back to Mirabelle. Got a little two-man game going here between them two. And then they've got 30 down there trying to post up on the block. Little jab and go from Cleveland. She's going to step through, throws up a shot. It won't go. Rodriguez with the rebound. And here come the Lady Cardinals.
Oh, they're going to call that ticky-tack foul, huh?
Oh, yeah. That's one of those
yeah, a makeup call, right?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and say it.
Yeah, a little makeup action.
Mm-hmm.
It's 5:20 to go here in the third. 26-23 is your score. Rodriguez throws it into McBee. McBee with the floater, and it goes in. Kenna McBee with 11. Nice floater by McBee.
And a broken rib.
5:10 to go here in the third. 28-23, 5-point game. Trying to cross him over is G, and taken away by McBee. McBee with the steal. Under some pressure, gets it back to Rodriguez. Rodriguez to Williams. Williams with the step back. It goes off the rim, won't go. Rebounded, Magdalena. That's number 10, Torres. Maureen going to reach in there and knock it out of bounds. Magdalena fans wanting to reach. It goes out of bounds. It's going to be Magdalena ball. Same result, just no foul count.
No foul count.
She just reached in and hit the ball.
And knocked her glasses off.
Yeah, knocked her glasses off.
It was accidental.
But glasses ain't part of the body, right?
No.
4:45 to go in the third. 28-23. Magdalena with it. They get it to 30. 30 thinks about it. Pump fakes, looks at Mirabal. Tried to get her on the little backdoor cut. Now she's got it out there far on the right wing. Dribbles up toward the top of the key, trying to reset the offense. Here comes the pick. 30 going to pick. Now they kick it to G. G thought about the three, dribbled up, thought about it again. Now she's going to head to the right side, trying
she wants
to
clear it out. Yeah.
She wants to try to take it to the hole like Shaquille. 30 with it out on the right wing, throws it up top to 10. 10 is Torres. Torres back to G, and here goes G down the lane. Throws up a shot, partially blocked by Rodriguez. Maureen stole it away.
Does that guy have a whistle down there?
And then threw
He
it,
just barely
and it
blows
gets deflected out of bounds, so it'll be Eunice ball.
Sound like a bird chirping.
4:06 to go in the third. 28-23, 5-point game. Eunice with a 5-point lead.
What's a long tournament? He don't want to wear the whistle out.
McBee. Ooh, almost throws
And he
away.
did get that away. Now she
away.
stepped right here.
Now they're going to say she stepped on the line. She threw it away, but then
We
luckily.
have a no whistle and a slow whistle, huh?
As long as it goes our way, I don't care what kind of whistle they got. There's a wet your whistle.
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Throwing it in is Rodriguez
Beautiful
to
job.
McBee. She gets it to Thompson. Thompson tries to spin around. Now she's looking down low, throwing a hard bounce pass. It's going to result in a turnover, and here comes G. What up, G? Heads over here to the left side, kicks it to Mirabelle. Mirabelle going to run through the middle, spin move, throws it back up top. Torres going to attack off the dribble, grabbed up by Rodriguez, and it'll be Eunice ball on the Rodriguez theft there and the tie-up.
3.5 left in the quarter.
Rodriguez with
quarter.
10 points. She's made 2 threes here in this ball game. She's now at 220 for her career. That puts her in the number 9 spot all-time in NMAA basketball history for girls basketball three-pointers made in a career. She's in the top 10. She's got the ball out near the top of the key, dribbles over, heads to the left side, thought about the step back, pitches it over underhanded to McBee. McBee calling a new play, spins around, crosses over, heads through the middle, kicks it to Rodriguez. Rodriguez for 3, and she buries it. Alina Rodriguez hits three-pointer number 221. She's about to catch the number 8 spot, or number 9 spot. She's at 10 right now. Back up to 10, that's Torres. 2:57 remaining here in the third. Eunice up by 8, and a runner by Mirabelle goes in. She's now got 16.
She's the scorer.
Pushing it up the floor.
She's
is
wide
McBee.
open. Give it to her.
McBee.
She's open like for 20 minutes.
She was thinking about it. McBee heads over to the left side, flips it over into the hands of Williams. Williams dribbles through, pitches it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez with the reverse. It won't go, but Howler with a big rebound, and then on the putback couldn't get it to go. Battle for the board. Bodies fly. It's a jump ball. And it's
Howler made her present. No,
ball.
not there, boys.
Yeah, so here I am.
Rudy Ortega asking me who the girls are playing. It's Magdalena.
The Magdalena Lady Steers is what we determined.
That's right. Rudy's a roper. He could probably tell us what a lady steer is. And then they're going to call her out of bounds, and so it'll be a turnover.
We like it.
On the steers, and it's going to be Eunice ball. 31-25 is your score. 6-point game with 2:15 to go in the third. McBee's going to slow it down, brings it across the timeline, looking toward the high post. She's going to flip it to Williams. Williams takes the handoff, runs through the middle, goes to the paint, throws it up off the pick and drops it in for two. Williams came off the pick, and we got a timeout on the floor from Magdalena with 2:02 remaining in the third. Your score, Eunice 33, Magdalena 25.
Shout out to our sponsors right quick during this timeout. Badger Hydrovac, Eunice Wrecker, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Guns Up Services, Redbird Gas, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Garage, Lavelle Insurance, Cardinal Hardware, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services.
So the Lady Cardinals playing a similar game to what we saw with our boys' game.
Yeah.
Not quite as much back and forth between these two. You know, that other game in the first game was kind of one team would take the lead, the other would swing back and take the lead. Eunice has been in the lead this whole game, but it'll get short, and then they stretch it out a little bit. They've stretched it back out to 8 here. 1:50 to go here in the third. Magdalena's Mirabelle with the ball. She's going to drive to the basket, throws up a shot. It won't go. Williams with the rebound, and here comes Eunice. One hand all the way down the court past to McBee. They throw it down to Howler. Back out to Rodriguez, cross court to Williams. Williams thought about the three, crosses over, runs through the paint, tries to throw up a shot. It won't go. They lose it, and it's going to end up in the hands of Magdalena. Another Eunice turnover. That's 14 turnovers for the Lady Cardinals. 30 with it. Kicks it over into the corner. Running down through the paint, throwing up a shot. It's blocked by Thompson, and Howler comes away with the rebound. Eunice coming the other way. Williams going to hand off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez headed over here to the right side, crosses over, heads back to the left side, comes off the pick. Hands off to Williams, goes to the floor, rolls around, comes back up to McBee.
Give it to her.
McBee looking over there, waited just a little long, but that'll give Rodriguez the opportunity to get to the rack.
Oh, my goodness.
Her shot is up, it's no good. It's going to go off Magdalena and out of bounds. Rodriguez rubbing her forehead and then slapping the mat on the inline because she knew she had one right there.
She had enough time for two.
51 seconds remaining. McBee throws up a three and it goes in. Kenna McBee continues to be a sharpshooter as those are 14 of her points for tonight. 39 seconds remaining. Williams going to pick up a quick foul there. The score is 36-25. Eunice with an 11-point lead. Once again, 38 seconds here in the third. This is the third quarter. Eunice up by 11. Eunice in the 2-3 zone here against the inbounds play. They throw it into G in the corner. She thought about the three. I thought she might have shuffled her feet. Mirabelle loses it, gets it back, gives it to G. G to 30.
G to 30, huh?
There's 50 Cent, and he's a G, and that's 30 and G, so that's 30 Cent. We'll call her 30 Cent.
30 Cent.
G with it.
G.
She throws up the long three. It's up. It's no good. Rodriguez with the
And a
rebound.
foul didn't get called.
Rodriguez pushing it up the floor. 14 seconds to go here in the third. 12, 10. Rodriguez going to pull for three. It won't go. Magdalena with the rebound, pushing it up the floor. Mirabelle going to go up. Her shot is up and good. That's 18 points for Mirabelle. And at the end of the third quarter, your score, Eunice 36, Magdalena 27. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal Sports.
Shout out to our sponsors, Parker Energy Service, BTA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, and Badger Hydrovac. Our proud sponsor of today's basketball game as the Lady Cardinals are taking care of business here, 36-27.
9-point lead. We like it. We like
Beautiful
that
job. Beautiful job on both sides of the court, offense and defense.
Yep. Yes, sir.
Kenna McBee having a heck of a ball game. She's got 14 to lead the Lady Cardinals right now. Alina Rodriguez with 13. Kara Thompson has 11 rebounds. Peyton Williams with 5, 6, 7 points here in this ball game. Over on the other side, there's no doubt who their leading scorer is. It is Mirabal. She's got 18 points here in this ball game. Up top, G has 8. And so those are your leading scorers here today.
Well, Eunice will get the ball coming out of the timeout.
So it's going to be Eunice ball here to start the fourth. Eunice leads by 9. I'm sure Coach Frazier would have took a 9-point lead heading into the fourth if you gave him that chance at the beginning of the game.
You bet.
Williams throws it into McBee. She's going to walk it across the timeline, pressured up top by Cleveland. Cleveland hands off to Williams. Williams is going to come off the pick. Then she picks it up, hands off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez going to run through the middle. She throws up a shot. There's a whistle.
Where'd the whistle come from?
The first whistle sounded like a Tweety bird.
Yes.
It was like, wee. And then it waited a couple seconds. And then there was a loud whistle that I could hear through my headphones.
So it was the slow and the weak whistle?
But
So who furnishes the whistles? Does Jal furnish them or
It was
what?
the same whistle guy. He just blew a little harder the second time. The second time he got
caught
his
a second win.
Like, hey, I missed that.
It was his second win.
I meant it.
Rodriguez going to miss the first.
Yeah. She looked like, did I miss that?
That whistle threw her off.
Yeah, he was in full run from one end to the other. When he went to blow that first time, it was like,
I was in there.
But that second one, after he got the second win, it was a loud whistle.
Makes it a
7:40.
10-point lead.
Rodriguez makes the second, so 10 points, 27-37, 7:30 to go in this ball game. G going to give it to 30. 30 clears it over to the right side, gives it back to G. G with it, crossover, heads to the right hand, back to the left hand, over to the right. Now she heads through the paint, throws it back up to 30.
To who?
30, and somebody was going to get it.
Almost got it.
Rodriguez almost took it between them. G has it now out here on the left wing. Rodriguez trying to float back in there and get back on the defensive side. Mirabel going to try to attack. She's clearing them out.
Oh,
she
she
said,
sure
I want to
did,
take
didn't
her
she?
off the dribble. Howler trying to guard her. Mirabel trying to get through a little spin move.
What in
There's
the world
a
was that?
definite walk. A shot is up. It's
And
no
she gets
good.
a rebound.
Battle for the rebound. And they're finally going to blow the whistle and call it jump ball, and it's going to be
Stay down to
Magdalena ball.
That was a walk out there. She's going to throw it off the glass for a second.
6:54 to go in the ball game. 10 points. 37-27 is your score. Eunice in the lead over Magdalena. The boys won earlier in a 1-point game over Magdalena.
Yeah, that
Heck
was
of a game. 30 throws up a long shot. It won't go. Rodriguez with the rebound. And here come the Lady Cardinals. They give it over to Marine. Marine going to head over the top of the key. Hands off to
over
Williams.
to China.
And then we throw it out of bounds. Oh, Williams was mad. She was headed to the other end thinking she threw it away. But
I don't think she was wrong either.
Magdalena,
Yes,
they're going to say Magdalena touched it, so that'll give the ball back to the Lady Cardinals. What's happening is we're running that weave, and the Magdalena
handoffs,
defenders are right there. They jump
jumping.
it, which is what you're supposed to do, and not let them come back across.
Oh, my goodness.
That ball was snatched away, and then bodies all over the floor, and they're going to call
Bodies
a foul,
all
I
over
think,
the
on
floor.
Rodriguez.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Frazier's letting him have it. 33.
I heard him clearly all the way up here.
Look
Look at him.
Yeah.
His head's red. You can tell he's upset.
6:30 to go here in the ball game.
He's enunciating his words. Are you
37
serious?
37-27. They call the foul on
Well,
Rodriguez.
that's a fair question.
Here
Are you
comes
serious
G.
or not?
They give it over to 10, which
10
is
ain't gonna
Torres.
shoot. She's gonna
Torres
dribble.
crosses over, backs up, kicks it over to Mirabal. Mirabal walked, I thought,
Sure
right
did.
there.
Extra
When she
step.
first caught it, she took a couple of shuffle steps without putting it on the floor. No call. Here comes 5 off the dribble.
Nice.
A beautiful pass.
Oh,
And
but
then Sarah Thompson.
Thompson.
With her second block of the ball game to go with 11 rebounds.
Nice,
that young lady's,
clean block, man.
you talk
Take
about
that.
Dennis Rodman with red hair.
Boy, just don't know.
Yeah, lighter skin too. Rodriguez going to grab
Just by a
that
little.
rebound. And here we come back the other way. Rodriguez throws it to Williams. Williams, a little jab and go, goes through the middle, tries to flip it back out. It's going to come to the other end. They're going to call it backcourt, so that'll be a turnover on the Lady Cardinals. That's turnover number 16 here in this ball game.
We could do without that. Sure.
If we keep it on the 20, it's a victory for us on the turnovers.
So 5:49 to go here. 37-27 is the score. And we've got a pause in the action as we had a substitute. So here we go. Under 5:50 remaining in the ball game. 10-point game. G with the ball for Magdalena, runs down through the middle, going to throw up a shot. It won't go, and oh my gosh.
Who are they going to call it on?
They're going
They'll
to
call it on
block.
number 2,
Let's
I bet.
see. Yeah.
He's very animated when he calls that foul.
Yeah, they call it on too, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, so that's 3 on Maureen.
Look at Coach Frazier.
Frazier is
He's just
out
pushing
there.
it, man.
He is letting them have it.
He's pushing. He wants the weekend off, I guess.
And G makes the first one. That's 9 for her. You know, the crazy thing is Frazier's irritated. He's got to be careful because his team's up 9. The last thing he needs is a swing the other way. Rodriguez is going to take that one away after G missed the second.
Oh. On who? They both hit each other.
Yeah, he called a block on the little girl.
So
On number 5.
foul called on 5. That's Cleveland. They're going to call the foul there. And so now it'll be Eunice ball. That's 2 on Cleveland for Magdalena. 5:35 to go. They're going to throw it into McBee. Rodriguez gave it to her, and here comes McBee. McBee crosses the timeline, crosses over, goes to the left hand, back to the right, back to the left, hands off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez comes over the
Step
pick,
back, shoot
thought
that.
about it. She was going to,
There
and
it
now
is.
she does from way back. Her shot won't go. She was in NBA range for sure. Almost half court. Trying to get the steal is McBee. Maureen driving
Bodies
for it, and now the
everywhere.
bodies are on the floor. There's going to be a jump ball, and it's going to go to Eunice, so a turnover on the Steers. That's turnover number 12 for them. 16 for Eunice, 12 for Magdalena.
It's a close race on them turnovers. Huh?
5:13 to go here in the ball game. 37-28. Magdalena McBee dribbles over to the left side, kicks it to Maureen. Maureen for 3, and she sinks it. Alondra Maureen with her 5th points as she sinks the 3-pointer. It's now a 12-point game. I had to do some math. 4:50 to go in the ball game. Eunice with the big lead, the biggest lead of the ball game for them. They get it up top to Torres. Torres dribbles over the right side, comes back to the left. Out to number 2, that's G. G going to run through the middle, throws up a runner. It won't go. Battle for the rebound comes into the hands of McBee. McBee having a heck of a ball game here for the Lady Cardinals. Gets it to Maureen. Maureen to McBee. McBee trying to slow him down. Flips it over to Rodriguez. Rodriguez steps through. Kicks it out to the left side to Thompson. Thompson going to run through the middle. Kicks it out to Aaliyah Garcia, whose 3 is up. It's no good. And Maureen grabs a rebound. She got bumped from behind by Mirabal, I'm sorry.
They call a foul on her, right?
Yeah.
On the floor, I guess.
And so it'll be Eunice ball. They're going to throw it in. They throw it in up top to McBee. McBee
A
going
deep
to pull
three.
for deep. Her 3 won't go. Rebounded Magdalena.
Oh.
That almost scared me. I
Yeah.
thought like a hurt knee or something the way she fell. It kind of strange.
Kinda
G-
awkward, huh?
G has it now. Gets it up top to Torres. Torres thought about the shot. G's going to take it, and she carries it from way out there. 8. So that's 11 for G.
And Gary's going to take a timeout.
We got a timeout on the floor. 3:48 to go here in the ball game. Eunice 40, Magdalena 31. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Shout out to our sponsors while we got this little break. Cardinal Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill, Bigger Than Me Pizza, Eunice Wrecker, Badger Hydrovac, Debbie's Country Kitchen, City of Eunice, Eunice Public Schools, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Pump and Supply, BTH Services and Rental, and Parker Energy Services.
And Charlie, we need a sponsor of like Ricola. Ricola. Or the Halls of Medicine.
Up a lung over here.
Charlie's choking it up over here.
He gets that way during basketball season.
Well, he gets all choked up when we're playing good. It just emotionally
just can't handle it, you know what I'm saying?
Can't
I'm
handle
just all
this type of
choked up,
game.
brother.
I'm just got to let the camera go, because imagine that camera shaking.
Yeah. He's going to have people call and complain in there in a minute.
Again.
Their heads are going to hurt. They're going to be like, you gave me that flu by shaking that camera.
Well, I watched the game the other day, and I concur. I had a headache by the end of that game. I'm not going to say who done it.
Williams with it. Crosses over, heads up the left side. Flips it up toward McBee. McBee crosses over, heads back to the left. They had Marine open. They finally get it towards Thompson. Cuts down the middle and drops it in. Kara Thompson for 2 off the Alondra Marine assist. Nice passes there for the Lady Cardinals as they now lead by 11. G going to run through the middle.
Dang.
Oh!
Wow.
Williams jumped over there and got in place. She thought she was there.
I believe she was. She was
The
there for a
Eunice
long
crowd
time.
thought she was there, but
She
the
was growing
official
roots.
did
Come on,
not
man.
think she was there as he called it, and Frazier's out
Look
there
out.
again. So that'll send G to the line. She steps in there and she rattles
It's a
that one
roll.
around. It goes in. That's 12 points for G.
Mr. Frazier said, how long do you got to stand there before it's considered?
And that next one won't go. It's batted around.
That's a Eunice ball.
And it'll be Eunice Cardinal basketball. 42-32, 10-point game, 3:19 to go. The Cardinals have led by about 10 most of this quarter. They finally get it into Williams. Williams trying to clear them out. She's going to float it down the floor to Thompson. Then they're going to give it back to Williams. Williams on the run, coming down the middle.
Full speed.
She throws up a shot, and they're going to call a block on this end, too.
That just prolongs the game, guys.
Man,
Just
He said, I got to call something down here because that coach over here is about to eat my lunch.
he was like, I was thinking about calling a charge, but
I
since
better
didn't-
call a
But
block.
since I didn't call it on the other end, I'm going to call it a block.
yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
I like it. Good call.
Makes it fun, right?
And Williams
Nothing
buries
but
that
net.
one. She knocks it down. She's now got 8. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. She'll have another shot here, and she makes that one. So that's 9 points for Williams. 3:08 to go here in the ball game. 32-44, 12-point game. They try to float it
Thompson
down.
almost got a steal there.
Thompson in there battling. Mirabelle going to throw up a shot. It won't go. It gets deflected out of bounds. And they're going to say it's
Staying over there.
Wow. I thought that was off of the maroon.
Frazier's head's redder than than the Reggie had at the Eunice Cardinal
I
game.
think he needs a cough drop.
That ball gets deflected. It's going to go out of bounds, and now
Charlie
it'll be
said the
Eunice
ball don't lie.
That's what they say.
Oh, man.
It's getting entertaining here the last 2 minutes,
I think
right?
now we've got a timeout on the floor. 2:55. This may be the longest 4 minutes of any ball game
Oh,
I've
yeah.
ever been in.
Yeah.
2:55 to go here in the ball game. Eunice leads 44-32. You're listening to No Mark Broadcasting's coverage of Eunice Cardinal sports.
Shout out to our sponsors: Park Energy Service, BHA Service and Rentals, Eunice Pump and Supply, Eunice Health Clinic, Eunice Public Schools, the City of Eunice, Debbie's Country Kitchen, Corner Hardware, Lavelle Insurance, Redbird Garage, NMR Pipeline LLC, Redbird Gas, Guns Up Services, Outlaw Grill and Big Enemy Pizza, Eunice Record, and Badger Hydrovac, our proud sponsor of today's games.
Shout out to Miss. I lost my chain of thought there when I was listening to your. Shout out to Miss Leanne Reeves. That's who I was going to shout out to.
You're looking at me eye to eye.
She just sent out a message saying that we crack her up. So we try hard.
Especially with Charlie's cough.
She's a tough nut to crack.
That's right. No pun intended. When we crack her. We crack her up.
It's been a long day, boys.
So they throw it into Williams. Williams crosses over, heads to the left, back to the right, comes across the timeline. 2:50 to go here in this ball game. 44-32. McBee hands off to Rodriguez. Rodriguez took a little bump.
Stick with the smile, too.
Bump,
They were
bump,
trying
bump.
to foul, or what are they trying
Williams
to do?
going to pull for
I thought
three.
she was
Her
fouling.
three won't go, but she's going to get her own rebound
She
and
took
gets
a little
it back
bump.
to McBee. McBee back to Rodriguez, and Rodriguez going to get a little bump from Callie Bruton.
That's 5. That should give us that. I'll put it on the line.
So Rodriguez will now head to the line. Currently, she's at 221 three-pointers in her career. We've talked about that over and over, but the reason that we do is because in the last game she crawled into the top 10 all-time NMAA history for career three-point shooters.
And when she misses a free throw, she looks right at her dad.
Yeah.
She's like, I know he's looking down there.
Reminds me of Chloe. She used to always do that. She makes the second. So under 2:30 to go. Magdalena trails by 13. Mirabal with it.
Blocked
She tried to
by
win.
Thompson.
It was blocked by Thompson. Thompson with her third block of the game, and then the Maureen rebound. They get it over to Williams. She pulls for three. It won't go. Battling down there for the rebound is Thompson. Ends up in the hands of G. G with a beautiful pass down to Mirabel. Her shot is up, it won't go.
And Thompson with the rebound.
Rebounds, and then they take it away, and she's mad. She walks over here to think about it. And put your hands on her knees.
Man, there's a lot of confidence.
Give it to her. Give it to her. She's wide open. Thompson was wide open for 6 minutes.
And that's the cousin, too. They're liable to have a domestic battery at home tonight.
Yeah.
1:45. We got a timeout on the floor. 1:45 to go in the ball game. Your score, Eunice 45, Magdalena 32. And we continue with the longest few minutes in
Magdalena
history.
coach over there
1, 2,
counting
3,
to 10.
4, right.
I guess like I've been calling timeout for 10 seconds.
Never a dull moment for
We're going to come up with a 13-point play here.
Yeah, they'll probably draw it up. They will probably draw it up. Man. Whew. It's been a heck of a ball game. Heck of a night of basketball.
Yeah, it has been.
I tell you,
Sure.
when I saw that we were playing both Magdalena teams, I got to research, and I researched the boys earlier today, but then when I got here, I was like, oh, we're playing Magdalena, I better learn something about them. And their girls look extremely salty as well.
Oh, yeah.
And, the Lady Cardinals and the Cardinals have come out here, and
They're
no
salty
matter what
themselves,
happens
right?
in the last 40 minutes, they've taken care of business.
They performed tonight, huh?
So Williams with it, a pick there by Thompson. Oop, and she gives a little
Turnover.
bump. Here comes G, runs down the floor, throws it ahead. A shot is up. McBee going to foul number 4. That's Bruton. And so that'll send Bruton to the line, and the clock stops again.
That's 3 on her.
45-32 with 1:27 to go. Headed to the free throw line is number 4, Bruton. Bruton steps in, ready, throws the shot up.
Oh, and it gets stuck. All night for that ball to get stuck up there tonight. Huh? Go take it out, Jimmy.
Man, I could, I could probably do it, but I might not walk again for the next week.
He can't do it. Let that girl do it.
Oh, dang.
She can't do it. Get
It's
somebody.
wedged. It's wedged in there pretty good.
Oh, she didn't just give her the point, did she?
We just swapped balls, too.
It fell in.
We just swapped basketballs.
What?
We were playing with the darker one a minute ago.
Are you
Weren't we?
kidding?
Look at my
I
camera.
don't
Oh, got
know.
to turn off. It don't matter.
I don't know.
Out there. Whoa.
You know what I mean? I don't think color
Get
should
that-
play a part in any of this stuff. I don't, whether you're dark, light.
Yeah, come on, Rosendo.
Williams
about
gonna grab
Williams.
the
Don't go
rebound.
there, Rosendo.
Always. You always do that to me.
Always trying to talk about
Yeah,
color.
always.
Always
man.
talking about color. Dark ball.
leave that-
versus
color
light
does
ball.
matter.
We got to leave that alone, sir.
1:11 to go here in the fourth.
We got to leave that at
McBee with
home.
the ball, hands it over to Williams. Williams now going to hand over to Rodriguez. They're trying to get the weed
Reach in.
going, and there's going to be a foul on G, and that'll send Rodriguez back to the line. Rodriguez now has 13, 14, 15 points, and she'll have a chance to build on that here. McBee with 14,
1:02 left in the game.
and she
Amazing.
sinks the first.
Nothing but net.
So Alina Rodriguez, Dad probably told her, hold the hand this way or give it a little more wrist
Take a
or
little
whatever.
deep breath and then
That's
hold
right.
it and then let go. and
Stepping
then
back
shoot.
up there, she's
she
ready.
rocking.
Oh,
Y'all had a jinxer, Jimmy.
we
You and
did.
Charlie.
Under a minute to go here. We got a 14-point ball game. G with the ball. G crosses over, goes between the legs, back across, heads over to the left side, going to attack the basket, throws up a shot. It rattles around, won't go in, but a rebound by Mirabel, and her putback, Mirabal, her putback won't go.
And Thompson got the foul on that.
So 47 seconds, so the clock stops again. This last 2 minutes of this ball game has lasted like
long
45 clock minutes. It's been more clock stoppages than I think I've ever seen. I think both coaches used every timeout they had in the last minute.
Yep.
Man. So Mirabel now has 19 points. and she'll have a shot at the
20
two.
points.
She makes that. So she's got
Who called the
20.
timeout now?
And we got another timeout.
No, you
We got a sub.
Oh.
I'm like, how many timeouts do we
I
get?
know.
I don't. Can I call a couple timeouts? So we got lots of subs coming in. I see Gaetan coming
Media
in.
is going to call a timeout. We got to go pee.
I'm going to call a 45
Just kidding.
seconds to go. 12 points in the ball
About the
game.
timeout?
Rodriguez takes it across the timeline, crosses over, hits to the left side, gives it to Alondra Maureen.
Don't foul.
Maureen gives it to McBee. McBee with the runner, throws it up
McBee.
and in. Kenna McBee is on fire tonight. She's got 16. They get it over into the corner. A long shot is up. It won't go. Howler with the rebound, trying to fight it away from the defenders. They're going
And
to
we
call
foul.
a foul there.
So
Aubrey
she'll be
Howler
down
with
there
her
shooting.
third rebound. And so that'll send Howler and stop the clock again. Now we'll go to the other end and shoot some free throws, and our continued clock pause.
With 22 seconds
I'm
on the
telling
clock.
you. 22 seconds on the clock could take 22 minutes in the
never
way
know.
this game has went for sure. The Lady Cardinals have came out here and flat out performed tonight. They have taken care of business, and Haller misses the first.
Couple of
Coming in as the senior, Michaela Pierce, Aaliyah Garcia, Howler, Lizzie Gaetan, and Maureen on the court for the Lady Cardinals. That shot is up. It's no good. Battle for the
Gaetan
rebound.
with the
Comes to the hand
rebound.
of Gaetan. Gets it out to Aaliyah. I thought it was going in. It won't. Battling for the rebound. Running down the floor. They throw it ahead. It's going to get deflected around. A shot goes
Ball's
up.
on the floor. They kick it a couple of times.
Ball bouncing everything like pinball as that ball was
goes
going
back
all over
over to
everywhere.
Eunice.
And guess what? The clock stops again. Under 8 seconds
Keep it
to
in
go.
bounds, man.
If you can,
Just dribble slow.
if you can just ride a bull, we can make it. 8 seconds. Here we go. Maureen takes it across the timeline, crosses over. The clock strikes
that's
0,
that.
and your Lady Cardinals with a big win over a top 5 1A team in Magdalena. That is a big win for the Lady Cardinals. Definitely for this season, a signature win for these young ladies. Leading
nice.
the Cardinals today, it looks to me like Alina Rodriguez and Kenna McBee both ended up with 16. Kara Thompson with 12 rebounds, 3 blocks. Peyton Williams with 9 to go along with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rebounds of her own. Alondra Maureen with 5 few rebounds. Over on the other side, you've got Mirabal with 20, so she led all scorers. G had a pretty dang good game. She had 12, so that's
Yep.
kind of a rundown. Alina Rodriguez ended up with 221 career threes on her career. I think that puts her about 2 or 3 away from jumping up into the number 8 or number
Yep.
9
Number
spot.
9 spot, yes, sir.
All time in New Mexico girls basketball history. She's got a legitimate shot to get into the top 5
yeah.
if she just kind of keeps on track where she's at. So anyway, with that said, any final thoughts, fellas?
Well, we got one more day of basketball tomorrow here.
Don't know what.
And
but
don't know what time.
And
Or
don't
gym.
have a clue what time we'll be
Or
playing.
who we're playing, right?
I'll post something for those of you that follow us. I'll try to post something as soon as I know something. I'm sure the school will too. We'll be back down here to broadcast.
Yep.
So for Evie and everybody back at One Radio Square, TJ, Aaron, and all the gang down at No Mark, I'm Jimmy Jones alongside my partners Charlie Fairbrush, The Thumb, and Rosendo Caballero. Thank you for listening. Great night for the Cardinals. 2 big wins against 2 great programs. Thank you for listening. Good night. Have a great weekend.
Good night,
Good night.
everybody.